Yo, once again, we back. This is We're Just the Messengers podcast. I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
And it's We're Just the Messengers Sunday, Do Work Media Sundays. We got to have my dog Drew Money on the boards, man.
How y'all feeling?
Feeling great. How y'all doing, man?
It was a good week, man. It was a beautiful week. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful Sunday today.
Yes, sir.
We in here getting it in, man.
Steaming it up, cooking it up, just like
For
outside.
sure.
That humidity starting to kick up over these last couple weeks.
Summer has officially started, man.
That humidity is crazy. I'm talking about 9:30 in the morning. You feel like humidity.
Yep.
Yeah,
But we here though, man.
Stay cool, man. Stay cool out here, man.
We here though, man. How y'all week been and shit though?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Went by fast. I think it's one of the fastest weeks of the year. Seemed like to me.
This week did go by fast.
Definitely went by fast, man.
I feel like we was just here.
Yeah. Well, that's probably because we recorded on
Yeah,
Monday.
we did. Yeah,
That's what it was.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. That one day do make a hell of a difference, though.
Yeah, it make a difference.
But,
it make a difference.
Drew,
But
man,
it's
what's
pretty
good? Man, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man.
I know
Tired, per usual.
we usually ask us, but how you feeling, man? What's going on with you?
Just
My
working,
dog been
man.
working, man. Hey, man, before we even get, I just want to give you the props, man. My dog putting that work in, man.
Appreciate that, man.
The Digital Dash Productions, man. My dog really making his footprint on here, man. Like, I just got to give my dog his flowers when it's due, man. My dog
You
putting
ever
in
pull
that
up
work.
on my dog? He got the QR code right on the background of his phone.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Ready,
sir,
locked,
man.
and loaded.
Man of business, man.
Shit, yeah. That's all you should be, man. Should be about business, man.
For sure.
But yeah, man, I'm good. Photo shoot this morning. Started at 8. It was booked for 2 hours. So, yeah, man. I thought I was going to be done sooner, but that traffic was stupid.
Yeah. They already out there, though.
Holy shit,
It's a beautiful day, though, for sure.
I mean, it's been like this all weekend.
Yeah.
Coming off of 2 weeks of nonstop raining, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
they
niggas-
trying
Yeah,
to
the
get
rain.
outside. You
The
can't really
rain.
blame them.
Yeah,
Can't blame
I
'em.
mean-
And it's nice outside, for
I
sure.
forgot about we had that rain for that stretch. Yeah, we did.
So it's everybody was outside. I mean, Friday route. If you rode through the city, you would see like it was packed.
Yeah.
I mean, flooded. But it's tourist season, so it's expected. But yeah, man, it's been a good week for me. Busy week, but good week, man. Just preparing, getting closer and closer to Miami. So let's get it, man. We out here.
For sure, man. That's good to hear, man.
Yeah.
My niggas staying real productive out here, man. I love that, man. For
Shit,
sure.
yeah, man. Shit, yeah.
Mike, what's good with you, brother?
I'm good, man. I can't complain at all. Really feel like we hitting that crossover because 6 months. So just been reflecting on the first 6 months of the year. It's been very good, man. I think the next 6 is going to be even better. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the next 6 months, man. Just remaining consistent, especially as far as us, man. I've been noticing the viewership and the listen has been going up
Definitely
recently
going up,
on
man,
YouTube.
for sure.
Y'all continue to run that up for us.
We
on
appreciate
YouTube.
all the support, too, man. Continue to
Yeah,
like,
man.
share, comment on the YouTube, subscribe, comment, feedback, all that. That mean a lot,
Yeah,
especially for the algorithms and all that. You know how it go these days, but
Yeah, man. It's just it feels good to see your work start to progress as far as reach. And you didn't have to sacrifice, your format to try to get more listeners
Yeah.
or try to get more views or anything like that. Like we just remaining consistent and just staying on our path, man. We didn't have to divert off our path
Yeah.
to do something that somebody else is doing.
it's going to
You
mean
see what I'm
more.
saying?
It's going to mean way more.
Oh yeah. It's definitely gonna mean way more in the long run, man. So I'm very proud of what we've done. Everybody in this room, man. As far as how far we come, December will be coming up on 7 years, which is so fucking crazy to me, man. Like, man, 7 years. You got to think about all the shit that we looked at over a span of a lot of shit ain't last 7 years, bro. If you think about it.
A lot of shit don't last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people don't, it's a lot that go into the grind, man. I'm thankful for, like you say, like my level of gratitude for, like, the support, is I can't really explain it, man. It's a lot. It feels good when people like come up to you and be like, man, like I like your pod, like I fuck with it, that's what I do. I listen to it at work, blah blah blah, in the house and shit like that. So I appreciate that, man. That was the goal to begin with. So
Yeah,
rather
definitely.
You know, especially when we get bigger, like it's gonna always be special to me knowing that we off top had a core audience. So
Off top, yeah.
I know who we cater to begin with. So again, man, I appreciate it all. Like like, share, comments, all of that, man. Like just reaching out to me or whatever. Like I try to talk to everybody who reach out. Like I'm not Hollywood with it. Some people be doing shit around here, and then like you meet them, and it's like, I don't know, man, bro. Kind of Hollywood, man. I ain't really gonna, I don't know how I should approach them, but I always try to remain more approachable, teachable at that. Like I'm always open to suggestions and shit like that as well. So, I appreciate it all, man, for real, for sure.
Definitely. I wanted to start off this pod playing this clip that I saw. I think I shared it with you earlier this week. But just dog breaking down everything that happens for the 12 months of the year. Mm-hmm. So this shit was funny to me. Let me play this shit.
Oh, yeah.
This is strategic. Let's start with Black Friday. Do y'all know it's called Black Friday because most companies are negative all year. They go into the black that one day. They run a special, and it's called Black Friday. Now they got a new one, Brown Thursday. We used to eat Thanksgiving dinner and chill out. Now the specials are when? Thanksgiving. You don't even eat. You done move your dinner up. You know what? Flat screen's going on sale tonight. You eating dinner at 12:30. So Brown Thursday, this is big business. Brown Thursday got you eating dinner early. Cyber what? Monday. 24th of December is what? Christmas Eve. 25th is what? 31st. January 1st.
This is a nasty stretch right
February
here.
14th. March, the kids going spring. April. May. June. July. Kids go back to in what month? September. October. November, we back to Thanksgiving. All the way around. Now, we haven't done birthdays. We haven't done proms, vacations. We haven't done graduation. We haven't done anniversaries. We ain't been to Vegas yet. Y'all know this.
That Christmas to
Yes, sir.
That
Valentine's
Christmas to
Day?
after Valentine's, that stretch is crazy, dog.
It's right there. I didn't realize it until I became an adult how close Christmas and Valentine's Day is.
That shit crazy.
It's literally right there.
That shit crazy. 'Cause once we get to January is cool.
January is a blur.
It's sometimes it's a blur. Sometimes
That shit is a blur.
Sometimes it's cool, but then like once we hit February, like you might as well. You already. Matter of fact, you're seeing Valentine's ads. The last 2 weeks of January, you're seeing Valentine's.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl. That's like the same weekend. All-Star week. All-Star break.
Because you got to think now, the NFL got 17 weeks now, so Super Bowl Sunday got pushed back around Valentine's.
And you got All-Star break.
All-Star break is the weekend. Yup. That's a lot of money.
In May, they forgot Cinco de Mayo. June, you got Juneteenth and Memorial Day.
And like you said, you didn't factor in birthdays and
you didn't factor
anniversaries.
in personal shit like birthdays.
I swear, I feel like my mom's birthday and Mother's Day is back-to-back months, but it's not. It's 5 months apart. But it seemed like it's back-to-back.
With everything going on, yeah, it could feel like that. But yeah, that shit crazy, man. This is designed to keep you digging in your pockets.
If
man.
you dating a girl and her birthday is February 13th, are you getting her separate gifts for Valentine's Day and her birthday, or are you lumping it into one?
We lumping that together.
You love it. Some women say it's separate days.
We lumping that shit together, bro. That's not separate days, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, because 9 times out of 10, we're not gonna go out on both of those days. Like, we're being realistic here. Like, we're going out on one of those days, and we're gonna celebrate both. Like, but I might just get her I might get her a big birthday gift and a smaller V-Day gift, or mix it up. Mm-hmm. But come on now. You want me to go hard for both days? That's crazy.
That video was very interesting because it put it in perspective of not only it sheds light on typically what's going on throughout the year, but when, like he said at the end of the video, when you factor in birthdays, anniversaries, all this other shit, like another big one is when kids go back to school. Like
Yeah,
when we was
tax-free
kids,
weekend, tax-free and all that.
when we was kids, it seemed like summer break was
long.
long. When if you an adult,
When you
man,
get
you trying to appreciate that June and July, and then you
Yeah.
got to get ready to buy shit for school.
That little 2.5 months when we didn't have the responsibilities seemed like a long time, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but you know, like you say, like we on an adult type time in the schedule now, so it's like, you know, we kind of thankful for that, and it's like, you know, it is what it is, bro. I just feel like shit like that just really break down how much are we in a consumerism state? Like that's just what it is. I mean,
That's
it
a
is
good
what
point.
it is. I mean, you either participate in them in holidays or not, like, or you pick and choose what you celebrate, like, you know. I know I got a daughter, so I sent my daughter shit. I got to send my daughter shit V-Day. She want to do Easter. I get her Easter. You know, to get out of school, you just got to get sent to school shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if people forget about that
Oh,
too.
what if your kids go to summer camp?
Yeah, summer camp. We gotta take that to account. We still gotta get them summer clothes. You know what I'm saying? Then they got summer school. Some they gotta go to summer school. Like, you know, it is what it is, man.
And then that stretch when kids are in between that 3 to 8-year-old window
Yeah.
when they constantly growing, so they constantly growing out of shoes, constantly growing out of clothes. That's a crazy stretch, man.
Gotta buy shit a little bigger so they can fit into it.
That's why y'all better not get caught up in all that bullshit you see on social media when people be posting. Hey, don't try to keep up with people. You never know what them people are doing to put on that persona, man. You never know.
you don't know what they doing or what they going through.
Nah, you never know. Everything is for the aesthetic nowadays, man. People be self-conscious about posting now because it probably don't got St. Lucia in the background or something.
Yeah, that's crazy too. My thing is this, man. It's like, you know, like how we was talking about like our journey, our path. Like, don't be afraid to grow where you at for the moment. Like, it's okay if you in that one bedroom at the moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let people see you progress. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
The
that's
age plays on people mental too.
man, that shit. I
It
get
does.
it. I get it. But like, that shit don't mean nothing either. Like,
It don't,
It don't, man. Like, I just feel like people gotta get out their heads when it come to judging themselves, man. And it's like, you know, I've been seeing this a long time ago. Like, you can't really, you gonna lose yourself comparing yourself to a lot of people, man. Like, 'cause like we say, you don't know what these people are doing or how bad they faking the funk out here, man. Like, I'm not saying a lot of people are faking the funk, but there's a lot of people who are. So it's like, you know,
Hey, this is in real time. I ain't never faking on the pod. This is real time. So my boy just sent me a screenshot of a text. He was exchanging with a woman, right? And he was like, where you at? She was like, I asked you. He was like, I'm home. She said, boo. She said, I need some dick and some money. I'm down bad. And I was like, what the fuck? He said, ain't seen her in a year, ain't fucked in 2 years.
I ain't gonna lie, she either getting one or the other.
But see, the nerve of some people, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, you can't get that. So I gotta pay you and you want it too? Like, Drew, man, she gotta get one or the other, right? Like
2 years and a year is crazy, bro.
That's crazy for real.
That's crazy. That's some wild shit.
but then
bro.
you hit me up, you want dick and money? Come on now.
But we just seen the conversation on it. Well, I don't know if you seen it. I had retweet. I spoke on it about the somebody saying 90K is not a lot of money on Twitter or some shit like that. Y'all saying 90K is not a lot of money.
we see that all the time, man.
And we see that all the time. And it's crazy how these conversations continuously pop up. Hey, man, listen. Y'all better stop getting caught up in all this shit that y'all see on social media, man. A lot of this shit fake. And the person 9 out of 10 tweeting that ain't got 500 to their name. That's a real thing. Average person don't got 500 to their name. I mean, they be tweeting shit like that. So, hey, man, run your own race. That's all I got to say. Tortoise beat the hare. Always remember that.
Where is 90K not a lot of money though? That's why like,
It
where
always
do-
depends on your lifestyle.
where do we-
People are going to be disingenuous to say the region.
I'm
Which
gonna
in
be
some
honest
cases
with
is
you.
cool,
I
yeah,
mean,
but
it's cool, but for a lot of y'all lifestyles, and I'm not even trying to be judgmental, but there's no way that 90K not a lot to a lot of y'all, bro. Like, let's be real here, man. Like, if y'all had a situation where all you had to do was spend, give or take, or you was just spending, give or take, 2,500, 3K on overhead a month, you mean to tell me 90K is not enough for you?
especially,
I'm just being real now.
people are going to say that depending on what city you live in.
If you've been spending 2,500, 3K a month,
Man, listen, even if you have a of course, the situation. If you're single, no, like me, single, no kids, 90K, bruh, like,
The sky's the limit, right?
yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna divulge like what I make and shit
right,
like
right,
that.
right. But I'm just saying,
it's
though,
like
you know your lifestyle, and your overhead.
you know your
It's
lifestyle,
like,
your overhead. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I look at it like this: people be talking about this shit, right? But if you out here, you dating and shit like that. First of all, real people don't even discuss that shit. Mm-hmm. And I hate that I gotta speak on this shit, but it all ties together. But if y'all coming together and y'all both make decent money,
it's a bonus.
it's a bonus.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't know, man. I think like the whole like the this not being enough, and it all ties into like the what you bring to the table and all shit. Like what you just said. Like we both make decent money. Like why are we going off this internet shit?
That
like,
shit is stupid.
This shit's stupid.
People don't really be discussing that shit like in the real world. In the real
I feel
world.
like we do discuss it, but it's more so like, okay, how does this help both of us?
It's
like,
not a debate.
It's not a debate. Like,
It's
we're
not a
not
fucking debate.
This not like a. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. It's not a debate. It's more so like, hey, like this is the plan. Like this is how we going. This is how we going to sustain this shit. Like and we're just gonna go on from there. Like I don't see. Like you say, like in the real world, like this really being a thing. Like
I think people just gotta know their lifestyle and learn that they don't gotta keep up with the Joneses. That's it. To tie that in with that clip that I just played, like
I know
can't keep up with the Joneses. Bro.
I know what I like to do in my lifestyle, and it's like like you said, I'm not gonna divulge what I make, but 90 on up, like that's just a bonus for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do too much. When I do splurge or whatnot, like it's not like I'm going crazy. I mean, if I had a bigger budget, I might treat myself here and there, but it's like
Even speaking for me, like the shit that I see, like example, right? I seen the video of the Cartier frames.
Right.
And you know me, I'm not a sunglasses person. Y'all ain't never see me rock shades like that. And I was like, man, them shit's kind of hard.
Yeah.
So I go in there, I look at if I wanted to, I could go cop those.
Right.
But I don't spend my money. Like even when we talk about sneakers, the cost sneakers out here, bro. Like, where's you always used to say this on the pod, bro. Like, where's the honor in paying double up for a sneaker?
sometimes it's triple and quadruple up for these shoes,
Bro.
Like, I don't.
If I wanted to, I could go cop some sneakers right now for $600.
The limited, like the hype shit.
I
You
could
know
go
what I'm saying?
cop something for $600. I'm not gonna do that. The shades that I seen yesterday, them shits was like $1,300 or something
Yeah,
like that.
the
I could go
Cartiers
buy
be
that
like
if
that,
I
yeah.
wanted to, but no, like it's not that, bro. I'm not really a sunglasses person, but people feel the need to keep up. So what they do, niggas spending their rent money on shit to go impress other people. They rent money now.
Niggas putting themselves in situations just to say they got some shit, man. And it's like, at the end of the day, like it kind of go hand in hand with the experience. Like you rather buy experiences or you rather buy, shit that just trendy shit. And it's like, you gotta find that medium for yourself, man. But don't put yourself in a situation to where like you spending like money that you need. Like you don't spend your overhead on shit, man. Like that'd be my thing, bro. Like.
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask y'all too? That ties in with this. So when y'all grocery shop, do y'all price shop or you grab and go?
As I've been getting older, I like to try to plan out what I'm buying before I go. I only, to keep it real, I only shop at a couple places now for groceries. So like if I'm at the grocery shop, I'll get on Aldi or Lidl or Trader Joe's. I'll see what they got and I'll try to go grab that type of shit and keep it. I try to keep it like that. As opposed to grabbing and go, because you're going to spend more than what you really want to spend.
Well, off rip, I'm a geography shopper. I don't know if that counts. I'm a geography shopper. So
if it's close to you, that's what you're going.
Food Line is right next to me.
Yeah.
So I mainly shop at Food Line. If I want to go to Publix, I'm going to get some chicken. And then if I need groceries at the moment, I'll go get groceries if I'm at Publix. Now, I do know that Publix is known to be higher than other places. But I'm going to be real.
Convenient.
I don't think I ever price shop as far as groceries.
Yeah.
My mom has trying to get me into like she'll still give me the sales paper till this day.
Yeah, that's why I get that from though. Like before we used to go grocery
My mom
shop,
used to always do that.
My mom had like 3 different ads. Like she going through, hey, we going here for this.
And if she got to travel an extra 10 minutes to go to the store to cut, she'll do that.
Yeah.
But I need to kind of learn to do that. But what I've been so accustomed to just grabbing and go, and you don't ever really like. On average, I think I spend about in between 80 to 90. I cross over in 100 sometimes, but it depends on what I'm buying at the time. What's lasting? Because I know on a weekly basis I gotta get fruits. off
Yeah,
rip. I
off
know I
top,
got to
yeah.
get fruits weekly because that's gonna go bad.
But you gotta. That's more so like fat. That's something that I know that I gotta factor in each week. Like I gotta spend at least $30 to $40 on fruit a week. You know what I'm saying? And I know I gotta take that. But everything else, if I know I can put it in the freezer for a little bit,
Yeah,
it's straight.
We
Like
good.
I'm good.
I don't gotta make
I don't gotta make
trips.
constant trips. Yeah,
People
yeah.
are making trips to the grocery store every other 3-4 days, bro. That's
Yeah,
crazy to me.
that's crazy.
That
But-
reminds me of that Bernie Mac episode. My dog was going to the grocery store every other day. He said, I done made 3 trips to the grocery store this week alone. That shit add up, bro. And like I said, I don't know if y'all remember, but I said, I think it was on a recent episode or episode before. I was like, bro, I don't buy cereal no more. I had to actually look at my receipt one day. I sat down. I said, wait, I'm spending this on cereal. This could go towards something else. I'm not eating it. It's just sitting there. So why am I spending this money? Okay, you cut back on that. Okay, cut back on snacks that I'm not buying. But as of right now, yeah, I am a grab and go because I'm more of a, if it's close to me, I'm gonna go to that grocery store.
Drew, how you been approaching your shopping when you in them stores, man?
I kind of by now know where I need to go to get
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? I know Harris Teeter. I'm only getting
got
a
it, like, on a-
select.
on a routine,
yeah,
basically,
like
yeah.
it's a select few things I'm getting from Harris Teeter. If I gotta go to the Shitty Kitty, I'm getting a few things from.
Are they
there.
higher than Publix?
Who?
Harris Teeter.
They
About
average
the
out
same.
the
About
same.
the same.
Same prices?
High as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I know
Depends on
Food
what you
Line.
get up out of there.
I know Food Line is cheaper than Publix.
I know
and-
some of their meats paws, they should be kind of high. I know they seafood, they about on the same market.
Yeah, I
price
mean,
as they get.
if I'm getting some fresh seafood, I'm going to. If I can't get to the fish market, then I'm gonna go to, I'll go to like Harris Teeter
Yeah.
or Publix.
For quality though, the quality be good too. Though.
Who got the worst seafood?
I mean,
Like fresh seafood?
fresh.
Yeah.
I don't
Grocery
think
store wise, not markets.
I don't think nobody has any bad
Okay.
that I go to.
I wouldn't go to Piggly Wiggly for like fresh seafood.
But they
That's
don't-
crazy
they don't
because,
have they don't have the glass case.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like you saying like who has the glass case to
Where
be
you can
like?
pick
No, I'm just
Yeah.
talking about taste wise, period.
Oh, I mean I eat from the pig, so you know what I'm saying. That shit right around the corner.
Yeah.
I
That's
just-
crazy because your girl had a tweet yesterday and Toon was like, she talking about she was gonna write something about how Piggly Wiggly is like one of the superb like grocery stores, and Toon was like, nah. Like nah.
I mean,
Toon
it
was
depends
like,
what you
nah.
going there for though.
That's
Like-
what I'm saying. Again,
they like fresh cut meats. I go there for that. Like they got other like they regular groceries be good, but it's like I don't know. Like I'm just so accustomed to getting like my fresh seafood from like either a market or like a Harris Teeter or something like that. That's where I'm going at off top.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, if I'm gonna attempt to like I got the crab cage out there right now. I'm a attempt to get my own fresh shit.
Yeah,
Like,
and you
I
be
got-
on the grill too.
Yeah, so I like this weekend. Well, Friday I went out there and I got probably about like a pound of shrimp. I caught like a pound of shrimp and I caught some crabs and shit. Fish wasn't really. They were more. It was so much shrimp on the river
Yeah.
that they had enough. You know what I mean? I was fishing with shrimp and the shrimp all around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was able. If I'm able to yank out fucking a pound, imagine what they're eating. You know what I'm saying?
And that pound shit, if you break it down, that's like 2-3 days.
Yeah, so Friday I had my dinner came off of the river. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to go
Yeah.
get no pounds of shrimp or nothing like that.
You on your hunter gatherer.
Oh,
swag.
for sure, for sure.
I think a lot of people have been. I think it's a balance because I seen people discussing like how it's cheaper, or no, it's about the same to eat out and grocery shop now, and I'm like, I can't agree with that because I'm gonna tell you why. I got chicken and steak that I could put in the freezer,
Right,
and that
right,
shit is
right.
lasting me
Yeah.
for a very long time because it's frozen. If I'm eating out every night, no, that adds up, bro.
No, I mean it's yeah. To your point, a $12, you can grab what maybe
Chicken wings.
four chicken thighs,
Yeah.
and maybe like a
grab
a
about 4
breakfast like a
steaks.
breakfast steak or some
Yeah,
shit. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? For $15, $20. You see what I'm saying? Meals nowadays is costing you 15 plus, 12 plus. I mean, let me
Oh,
tell
yeah,
you,
definitely, on the
fucking Hannibal's, right? So
Right.
I'm talking to my homegirl, right, and she was like, "Yeah, my homeboy just was, he just called me and he was like, you would never believe what he said he paid at Hannibal's. Oh boy, he got seafood, rice, and fried chicken. Guess how much this shit been, Mo?
You about to break my heart. What he drop like almost
$36.
Oh
For one meal,
my! What's
For
going
one
on in
person?
Hannibal's, bro? Are they doing it? Is it happening?
Now they catering to what's coming in there.
I mean, it's deserved. They've been getting they traffic like it's overdue. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot they done remodeled. Like this is we all know Hannibal's as a staple here. You know what I'm saying? I haven't eaten in a while because I just I've been tired up. I haven't been able to get down here to eat. But it's like $36 for the seafood
bro.
rice plate now.
With chicken wings, with some chicken. Oh, I don't know if it was wings or if it was you got like thigh and leg, or if he did white meat.
Either way,
but either
still,
way, bro.
Yeah.
That's madness.
$36. How much groceries can you get with $36?
You get a good bit.
I can make that. I can make that whole meal that's going to last me a week.
You get you some rice, some chicken.
If you meal
And
prepping,
vegetables
if you meal
under
prepping,
$36.
That's a week worth.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So I mean, again, when you look at certain restaurants, I mean that's kind of like how do you really judge what restaurant you're really talking about? Because if you're talking about the halls and shit like that, like
Right.
going to get a nice dry aged steak or something, I mean you can go get a dry aged steak from what's the place called? Lowe's? Lowe's Food.
Yeah.
They got the dry aged section. You can go, you'll see when the shit went in there. You can get whatever cut you want. I mean, essentially, you can do all of the stuff that these restaurants are doing.
And the restaurants, because that's going to run you about 50, 60.
Costco just had the tomahawk bones in. It was like $20, $25 for the big ass steaks.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go downtown, you're paying $120 for that out the rip. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of depends. Like I know what I'm going to get. If I'm buying in bulk, I'm going to Sam's or Costco.
Too, yeah.
You know what I mean?
About them two stores.
Yeah,
so.
but that's like Mike was saying, buying fruit. I'll buy like the Berry Melody cups from like Harris Teeter or
Right.
Publix and stuff like that. Now that's something I would buy. As far as air quotes groceries, I'll buy that like once or twice a day.
And I've even narrowed down what fruits I know I eat consistently.
Yeah.
Strawberries and grapes.
Yeah, and so
For me.
for that's something that's I know I'm going to eat right away.
Consistently,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like oranges and tangerines, they might sit around. Mangoes here in Charleston is just they don't hit like that. So
You gotta be real particular where you get your mangoes from around
for
here,
sure,
man.
for sure,
Unfortunately, but I mean it is what it is.
yeah. And bananas, that's a dub for me. So I'm not fucking with it. But bananas last about what 2-3 days. You know
Yeah,
what
and then
I'm
they're
saying?
done. You gotta eat them like that on that day.
The only bananas I get is the one that come in the frozen for my
Yeah.
smoothies, and I keep them in the freezer.
Okay.
So, but just buying, because I used to buy bananas, I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah.
Because I only used to have them for the smoothies anyway, so I could just go get the pack and the frozen pack, and I'm good.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. To make as a grown man, just shopping for myself, I go to the grocery store quite a lot. You know what I mean? I do weigh options because where I live, it's a lot of, I can go to the Mexican spot right there. I can go to the pizza spot right there. You know what I'm saying? But then I weigh out my options. Do I want to get it? Because when I grill, I'm grilling for like 2-3 days anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like chicken wise, steak wise, even.
I feel like when you cut that grill on, that should be the mindset anyway.
Oh, for sure.
When I grill, this need to last like 2-3 days.
Yeah,
Like,
and I think honestly because I cook charcoal and I cook with propane, so it doesn't really matter. But when I'm cooking with propane, it's just so easy to just turn the shit on, get the grill to your desired temperature, cook what you want to cook as much as you want to cook real quick, and then boom, cut it off, clean it up, and it's out the way. You know what I mean, charcoal you gotta wait on. It's more time consuming with charcoal, but I mean, I grocery shop. To put in a spectrum, I probably do it like 2 times a week. Throughout a week time.
Right.
Yeah. Not Sundays. I'm never grocery shopping on Sundays.
That's the worst idea.
Oh,
I
for
don't
sure.
really pick a day. I usually get it done in the mornings.
I try to if I do grocery shop, I try to go like on a Saturday morning or something like that. Cause just due to my schedule, like during the Saturday morning, or I'm in a weekday morning before I go to work or something like that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. So we got some big news this week. Ocean Gate submarine was lost on a descent trying to go see the Titanic. It was 5 members aboard. First, I want to say RIP to those guys. I don't know their names exactly, but they was on a mission to go to Titanic, and they was missing since last Saturday or Friday, I believe. Sunday, they basically confirmed based off the air that they said that they had left that, pretty much wasn't no chance of them surviving. I seen a graphic on TikTok that basically said they probably either could have died instantly on descent and less in 30 milliseconds based off the pressure, heat build up, and basically like an implosion. I've been seeing multiple videos throughout this week of what implosions look like on tanks and trains.
It's not good.
It's not good. So RIP to those people, but I'm gonna say this, man. You paying $250,000 to go down to see the Titanic at 12,000 feet. We're talking about deeper than, depths that people had never been to. I remember there was a reporter, a guy said there have been more people to space than to the depths that they're at. We're talking about deeper than, higher than the tallest building in the world, which is in Dubai. Burj Khalifa, you see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just say this, man. Again, RIP to them, but that to me that felt like a dummy mission.
Natural selection.
Like I don't see the need to go down there to see something that's been down there since 1912 for what? And people don't go down there. Like we don't even have submarines that's by the Navy that go that deep. I think the deepest a submarine goes is what, 2,000 feet? 2,000, 3,000?
No, they got shit that go that deep. Because dog who made the Titanic, he's been down there. He's an oceanographer, James Cameron. Because
I felt like he was capping, bro.
No, that's documented. He got a documentary about him going down there and all.
33 times.
I don't know. I can't. If he's saying he's been there that many times, but he actually got a documentary that came out like 2010 or 2011.
I seen it was like a big yellow submarine or something like that.
I can't remember, but he done been down there.
That man said he been down there 33 times.
He probably has. He's an oceanographer. Like besides him being like a rich director, like he actually do that shit for real. So I don't know, bro.
I feel like you playing with death when you.
Oh, for sure.
But here's the thing: they had a waiver they had to sign.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. They went through a lot of red tape to do this shit. So it's like they went, and then the fact that they had to be bolted in, like the only way you can get out is they had to cut the bolts and all that other shit. Like,
first of all, them bolts was hand tightened.
That's too much red tape for me, man.
Xbox controller controlled the submarine.
Yeah, it's like they only had one light in there, which was like the green light that come off of the shit and whatever screen they was looking at. And
you cramped up in that motherfucker.
It's just that was.
And if you gotta go to the bathroom, they had like a little
That was never. To me, that was never sustainable. And to me, the only person I got a little sympathy for all of them, but the dude I feel the worst for is the youngest dude.
The son, 19.
Because he like the mom was like he didn't want to go.
Aunt.
The aunt, he didn't want to go, but it was like he wanted to
make his dad happy.
Wanted to make his dad happy. His dad kind of coerced him into going on there, and it's like it was never worth it.
Yeah, I just want to. I don't want to be insensitive, but
it's hard to be insensitive towards, but it's like
a dummy mission, bro.
It's a dummy mission.
No, 100%. But I want to take it a little deeper. Like I want to look into these niggas' finances to be like, yo, bro, like,
these are all billionaires, millionaires.
I get it. But even we've seen the corruption in billionaires and how far and lengths billionaires would go through to escape certain situations.
Oh, you talking about like what type of shit they had? Oh, okay. I see where you go.
Because logically, if on the first page it tells you 3 times the possibility of death.
Yeah. It was a lot of red tape they went through, bro. A lot. You know what I'm saying? They signed like multiple waivers. Like it was a lot of shit that they went through.
So to go through the lengths. Just to not to say like in the same sense, but look at how Aaron Hernandez tried to killed himself essentially to set his family up to be straight. You know what I mean? Not to say anything is the same in those two cases, but just a millionaire, billionaire, the lengths that people might go through in order to set their family up for life. Life insurance policies, stuff like that.
Oh, you talking about outside
of this whole shit? You know what I'm saying? Because
what type of shit they had
hanging over their head? That's a conspiracy to think about.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't know.
Because they're not getting nothing from the actual company. They signed the waiver.
Now they did say depending on because where they was at, like geographically, you know, how was they saying it?
So basically, like if on paper it's saying like it will be this secure up to this depth,
right.
but clearly it wasn't. That would probably be the loophole throughout the contract.
It's certain
yeah,
loopholes
I get
and
it.
depending.
What loophole again?
They was
Say that again.
So say on the clause it says like this submarine is sustainable to go up to these depths of water.
You saying if they die before then, that could be a loophole.
Essentially,
Yeah.
but also with them being lost. Essentially,
and where
that's
they
the
was
biggest
at,
thing.
where they was at, like
When they lost communication.
yeah,
Oh, okay. That's why you brought the geographic point. Okay.
because they was somewhere like out in the Bahamas, like water.
No. They
Yeah,
all the way
yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Titanic
Okay,
sunk,
all right, yeah.
sunk
In the
near
glaciers,
Newfoundland.
so yeah, it's in the
Right.
colder water.
Colder water.
Yeah.
That's a part
the
of that
warmer.
was one of the death
Yeah.
because of how
Everybody
cold it
was
was.
down, yeah.
Then bruh, that link that you sent me about how deep the ocean, they said that the ocean is about 36,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So the graphic that you showed me is based off meters. So meters is longer than feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So we talking about going deep, like, and every time it gets deeper, the link shows you, okay, there's possibility of no
equivalent,
life
yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll have like a little animal or some shit that's down there that may be down there.
But here's the
The
thing, like,
Titanic is at 12,000 feet, bruh. What are we doing?
and the thing about it, even when we talk about the ocean, like so much of the ocean has been undiscovered, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
And
like,
that's because of what the depths of certain
Yeah,
things.
the
We
depths,
just
like, you can't
we
go-
can't
you
even
can't
go
go
down
You
there.
can't go
there.
down that deep.
so it's like, you know, it's just like you say, Drew, like it's. I hate to be insensitive, man, but it's like,
Because logically, it just why the fuck would you even sign up for this shit? That's my biggest thing. Like I can't wrap my head around it. Maybe it's not up for me to wrap my head around it, but ultimately, it's just wild as hell.
I'm
to
on the
me.
same page you on. Like,
Yeah.
is
Bruh.
this shit even worth me like trying to understand?
Bro,
Like,
you
factors.
talking about the ocean is deeper than the highest mountain in the world. Mount Everest is 29K. You talking about 36,000, bro. And I think with meters, that's
And
29
that's
is like
just-
8,000 meters or something like
you
that.
gotta think with that 36,000, that's just an estimate at the end of the day. We don't know really how deep this shit is. We don't know what's really down there, like
Because what's the furthest a human can go?
on their own.
It still breathe.
And
I mean, not breathe without getting crushed. Without getting crushed.
Due to water pressure, I'm not sure what it will be. I mean, honestly, are you talking about free diving or are you talking about in a submarine? Because it's two different things.
Oh, no.
'Cause
I'm
free
not talking
diving-
about in the submarine. I'm talking about free diving.
Okay, so free diving, it's all.
And you got the thing on your back and all that
Oh, okay.
shit.
So so essentially, up until the point where your ears start to get that pulse.
You'll feel it.
Yeah,
You'll
you can
feel
feel your ear. I mean, the pressure might get.
They saying 60 feet based off a quick Google search.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
That ain't shit.
that.
You gotta
ain't-
think some people go further than that.
Yeah.
Some people go like 100 feet.
Oh, no, I'm cool.
Yeah, some people go. I mean, because they got pools that are pretty.
They got
you
pools
can go all the
that
way down to
simulate
them.
that
Shit.
shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the deepest pool I've seen, me personally, is 12.
Not me.
Nah, that boy got
18, 12 to
they got
18.
50 feet pools.
Yeah.
Some places deeper than that. Like
Atlanta had like a 25 or 30-foot pool.
Well, I know
It was
in the
fucking
Olympics
big.
they be having like 18,
Yeah, because
18 20.
Yeah.
they're diving pools. So you have to. I mean, you're talking about how high
they
people
jumping,
Yeah,
from,
hell
they
yeah, they
jumping from
jumping.
30 feet.
you
tall, like,
gotta have the depth just
Yeah.
in case.
Just
you
in
know
case.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Makes sense.
Yeah, and that was a diving pool that we was at in Atlanta when there was that swim meet I was at. But and yeah, I mean, I was testing it. I was staying close to it. I was young as hell, bro. But I was testing to see how far I can push myself down the water because it's 30 fucking feet. But I mean, I'm talking about air pressures. Like you won't. It clogs up everything. Like your nose starts to hurt, ears start to hurt, all that. So
In a submarine, I know they can go deep.
it can go deep.
I heard way back then before technology got advanced, they would hook a string up on each side of the submarine, and they'll know when they're getting too deep because the string will start to come dip. So that's how they know they got to go back up.
Yeah. But I mean,
I tell you like this though, if that shit happened in that graphic that I seen when it crushed and they said in 30 milliseconds, I'd rather go out like that than to suffer. No, I got to count down hours of air I got left.
no, they said with the pressure and all that stuff, without having all of that, it imploded. So that means it crushed like a damn soda can, bro.
And you think it happened real fast?
Oh, they probably they choked probably to pause. They probably choked to death at first. You know what I'm saying? Like through the pressure. I mean, everything's off. You know what I mean? There's no air circulating to funnel anything, bro. So it's as you just drifting down, everything's just like probably crushing like. But
So
but
you probably definitely see that going on around you before.
Oh, for sure.
It's just like, so
yeah, shit starts to fucking fall apart. And
I can't even imagine.
I couldn't either, bro.
The mental state.
Yeah. And then the wreckage, it didn't really look. I mean, the wreckage looked like it was.
They got pictures. I ain't
There
seen no
was- it
pictures.
was-
they
something
found
floating
some of the
around.
wreckage, but this my thing. Like, so I've been seeing a few reports saying that, like the Navy, because they can apparently they can hear everything that's going down there. Like they guesstimating that shit had imploded 2 days before they was reporting that they ran out of air. So
Which makes sense.
from seeing the wreckage, we don't know.
So it did look like some parts from the sub.
Yeah, we don't know like what could have been down there that. I don't want to be insensitive again. Like, what could have been eating on them or whatever. Like,
No, I seen a video of some animals eating on something down there, and they cleared that shit out in like a minute.
Yeah.
All you saw was bones. So I mean, yeah, I mean they probably. I mean, we just talking about Mother Nature at this point.
I mean-
Animals probably feasting on their bodies, bro.
yeah,
That's a possibility.
Oh, for sure, circle of life, bro.
That's circle of life.
Yeah. I mean, you throw any kind of meat or flesh or something in water, it's going to get ate.
Yeah, they coming.
You throw a fucking little piece of shrimp, little fish are eating that shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Like anything dead. So
And who's to tell what's down there again? It's not worth the Titanic, bro. I'm sorry.
it's not. I mean, watch the movie, bruv. If you want to see what happens,
They got documentaries for
They
this
got
shit. Like,
plenty
they
of
got-
it.
Hey, I will say, bro, like, they've been trying to get on people for making jokes and shit, but Netflix been trolling, bro. A lot of these media outlets been trolling with this Titanic shit. So now they announced, Titanic gonna be on Netflix July 1st. I'm like, okay.
Oh no, it's a play in that because everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, why not put Titanic back on there and run it up some more? Like,
Yeah.
why not?
That had to have been one of the most saddest movies I ever seen.
It's a lot around that shit because the full speed ahead to go through a glacier field is just, again, just logically, you just where's the logic in this?
I
shit,
want to
bro?
know how the fuck you didn't see that shit coming way before you hit the motherfucker.
Well, one, have you seen the size of the Titanic? You know what I'm saying? Compared to like the cruise ships, like they have a comparisons of like how these cruise ships look today and how the Titanic.
So it wasn't
look.
small.
Oh no,
That
this
shit
shit
was
is huge,
That shit
bro.
was huge.
Like
No, the Titanic was huge?
yes.
Oh,
It's
okay. So it was way
huge,
bigger.
Way bigger.
Okay,
you know what
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying? But it wasn't a moonlit night, so the guidance. I mean, you're talking during those times.
1912.
Yeah, you're really following stars. You're following. If you can't see shit out there at the sea, you're flying blind. You got your radars and stuff like that. But
Nah, yeah, you're right.
The
You're
play,
right.
the play for safety would have been to anchor down.
yeah,
and
100%
chill out for
to
that night,
stop right then and there.
Yeah.
Which they was telling the captain, "Hey man, we're getting closer to the glacier field."
I was just about to ask that in the movie. Didn't they tell him like?
No, they decided to steamboat ahead.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And that shit hit and
The end. Can you imagine like
cold like that too.
just
And I got sunk by a motherfucking iceberg.
that shouldn't we
We
coulda
should not
easy-
have hit that
Nope.
shit.
Nope. But when they broke down like the type of like companies, the beginning of companies, multi-billion-dollar companies like J.P. Morgan and all these other guys who were supposed to be on Titanic, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, I never heard about that.
yeah. So like the people that were on the Titanic essentially were the people that were against, I think, printing money here in the States. And JP Morgan then was like, nah, they were for it. So all the people that essentially were not for it did not get on Titanic. The people who were for it got on Titanic. So that was just conspiracy around the shit saying like, it's all about the money when it all comes down to it.
I mean, that's a good
It's
point,
all
but
about
that's
the
still
money.
Mother Nature in play at the end of the day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're saying all of this shit was based upon like crashing this boat because logically, why the fuck would you push full steam ahead
Okay, I get what you're saying.
through the
Yeah,
glacier
yeah.
field unless you're trying to sink the boat? Because you're not, you can't push through this shit.
that just didn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
like-
Even when I remember watching that movie and just thinking like, this was avoidable. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
The way that shit cracked in half was madness.
I mean, the Titanic boat, bro. I want to see how big this shit is.
no, that shit was huge.
If you saying they bigger than cruise ships,
Oh,
I
they
done seen
are.
some big cruise ships because that Disney cruise ship is big as fuck.
No, that shit is big.
If you telling me the Titanic was bigger than that, that's crazy.
Didn't it take them like? Because I'm thinking like, back then it definitely took longer to build shit. So it took them a while to even build that shit, bro. Like for real.
Hey, y'all might think I'm kind of crazy for thinking this, but I was looking. I think I was out by under the bridge. They got that little park and shit like that. So I'm looking at a cruise ship that's docked, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, how do boats fucking float? Because if you throw a penny into the water, that shit gonna sink. Mm-hmm. You throw a human body in the water, they gonna sink if they can't swim. But I looked it up and they was talking like the buoyancy or something or something like that. That shit weird. I just always thought that shit was weird.
Yeah, that shit always been weird to me too.
Like how a boat can't sink.
Since I first learned about like the buoyancy and all that shit, like that's always been weird to me. It's just like gravity, honestly, like another play on gravity.
All right, so
Weird play on gravity.
the Titanic, to compare it to certain things, is 9 Statues of Liberty long.
God damn.
That's crazy.
It's 70% of the Empire State Building, which is 1,250 feet long. The Titanic is 850 feet long. Compared to buses, it's 22 buses long.
850 feet?
882 feet.
882 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
9 statues of Liberty lined up, laying down.
I wonder how long it took to build that shit, bro. Cause I'm just going off like the technology advancements. Like it had to take a long time to build that shit. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you gotta think back then, 1912, bro. Like,
Now look at the picture I just sent to the group chat.
yeah, this is crazy. I was just
That's
looking at
massive, dog.
That's a cruise ship.
That's a cruise ship, a basic cruise ship that we have now in front of it, and that's the Titanic behind it.
Oh, this looks like the Titanic in the front.
No, look, you see says the size comparisons between the Titanic and a modern cruise ship. You see the sentence under it. Titanic is behind it. In front of it is a regular cruise ship. That's how a cruise ship look in the front. Behind the big thing behind it is the Titanic simulation.
That's wild, man.
Oh, it looked like the black. Because I'm looking at the black part. That looked like the Titanic in the
No,
front.
that's the front of a cruise ship.
That's wild.
Of a modern day cruise ship.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
That's wild. Hey man, we just gotta start thinking more consciously, man. When we try to do these,
We not going down there. I'm gonna say it.
oh yeah,
we not going down there.
People been like, oh, that could have been your family. No,
Not so much.
I know my family. I know. Listen. I'm gonna say this. I know my family. You get what I'm saying? We're not doing that.
On an overall scale, black people are not doing a lot of these things,
We're not doing
bro.
a lot of these things, and that be the thing that we
And salute to y'all if y'all choose to break these world records and do all these feats. I seen one when the dude when Joe Budden interviewed a dude who wanted to walk across Antarctica.
Yeah.
He did it. And he was almost gonna quit, but he didn't. He kept going. But no, Mount Everest, no. And they keep them bodies up there.
Yeah, they're not.
Them bodies stay up there.
Yeah,
when you
risk,
die.
You risk losing a rescue team going to get those bodies.
Yes.
So it's like
They keep pushing, bro. But it's sad that people got to make a living by doing that. They got people who will carry your luggage up Mount Everest. That's how they make their money.
Hey man.
But guess what? It's a possibility of death when you go up Mount Everest.
I ain't fucking with it.
29K feet, bro.
It ain't worth the risk.
It's not.
Planes
To me,
cruise at that altitude, bro.
it's never worth it to me. So like you say, a lot of us, we're not doing any of that type of shit. And then this further go to like why I feel like racism is stupid as hell, because y'all don't fuck with us. Y'all claim to be scared of us on certain accords, but y'all not afraid to do these.
They'll challenge other shit.
Y'all challenge all kind of
Yeah.
shit. Like, yeah, I don't get it.
Hey, again, RP to them.
See, the iceberg they said the iceberg was about 50 to 100 feet tall and may have been as much as 40 feet long. This nigga thought he was in a. I mean, granted, yeah, you are in a tank, dog. Like this boat is a monster.
My thing is,
But 40 feet long, pushing through solid ice.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end
on.
of the day, that shit there for a reason, and,
Yes.
and it's still not going nowhere. That shit, the shit that we in is man made. That shit is going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know how ice sits, say like an ice cube, like something just forms in your
that's what I'm
freezer
saying.
for
Like,
so long.
That should be hard as hell.
Come on now,
You know what I'm
400
saying?
feet long.
Of straight solid ice.
That's been sitting there for how long?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Probably hundreds of thousands of
Come on,
years.
come
Like
on,
that
man.
shit been there, and it ain't going nowhere. You going somewhere, not that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe with global warming today is going somewhere.
Yeah.
But
This was April too when when the Titanic sunk.
so you got icebergs out there floating around.
Yeah, so it definitely was still cold up there around that time.
Hey man,
Shit, crazy dog. Logically, I mean, all right.
But if it was today, technology probably would have avoided that.
Now, did y'all see the Cardi B and the stepson going got it around this whole situation?
I hear nothing about
Cardi
that.
B and a stepson.
Yeah, so the stepson went to like a Blink 82 concert or something like
Oh
that.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I know you're talking about. So the one of the stepsons of one of the people that went on the submarine, he went to a Blink 182 concert because he said he wanted to get his mind off of it. He said, for one, I'm not in the same financial situation as my family who went on there, so you know, I kind of wanted on this shit to just get my mind off everything, like, you know. And at the end of the day, he was like, "What can I really do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all want me to do? Just be sad and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's my family. I'm a feel for them, but it's like, you know, I just can't be engulfed with this shit all the time, which I feel it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell somebody how to deal with something, bro. Like, if they doing it for a temporary escape, like, you know, it is what it is, man. I think shit like that's kind of sensitive, and I saw a lot of that with DC Young Fly, like how he chose to honor his partner at the funeral and whatnot. Like, people were saying, like, you know, they expected him to be like a certain way emotionally, and it's like, you know, you can't tell people how to carry their pain, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel where bro is coming from. Like, how y'all judging me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So what they got to do with Cardi B?
she spoke on it. She was like, you know, it's sad how your family be going through shit, and then like you instead of grieving for them, like y'all out at concerts and shit like that. Like,
Yeah,
Well, that goes against everything that she be talking about when it comes to her. When people be getting on her about certain shit, like, you don't know what's going on in the people's household.
my thing is this, like, you can't tell. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell people how to, you know,
how to process their pain.
that's insensitive. Like, you know, it is what it is, bro. Like, you know, like, I feel like she kind of knew better than that. Like,
She should have
come on
known
now.
better than that. Now she had to get on that man about
Yeah,
that shit.
and then there was like somebody who was like, "Well, you still was showing the gun right after like Takeoff got killed or what?" And she was like, "Well, that ain't got nothing to do with it." And she was like, "Yo, like, I'm still grieving from that, this and this and that." Like, she had some bars, but people was going at her for that situation.
She was wrong.
Yeah.
She was wrong.
Yeah, she's wrong. But once again, RP to them. But y'all gotta chill on these dummy missions, man.
It's never worth it, bro. It's never worth it.
So did y'all see the Starbucks employee who got $25 million for getting fired when she called the cops on them two black people?
I remember we I think we talked about that.
We talked about that, but I didn't know them dudes. Them dudes went to court for that shit too, didn't they?
But they chose not to sue.
They chose not to sue.
They chose not to do no legal acts. That's what we was talking about.
And she got 25.
She got
M's.
25 M's for getting fired. They got shit.
They ain't get shit.
nothing.
Get the fuck out of here, bruh.
They was like, her getting fired was enough.
They
didn't
talking
want-
about she got fired because she was white. No, you got fired for being a fucking racist, nigga.
that was her case in court. That was her case in court.
And she won.
She won, and these niggas ain't get nothing. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I ever get a chance to hold some racists accountable, I'm getting my check.
Yeah, I'm getting my check.
I'm getting my check, bro. I'm not doing this whole when we fly high, when they go low. No, you go low, we going to hell. Fuck all that, bro.
Yeah, facts.
I need my compensation, bro. I get a chance to hold some racists accountable, and I hit their pockets. I'm going to run their pockets, and that's just what it is. I ain't doing this whole turn the other cheek shit. That you see what that got them? Nothing.
Them niggas really didn't sue, bro. That shit is fucking crazy. I remember us talking about the actual situation, but I didn't know these niggas didn't.
No, I remember we talked about that
bro,
because we was like, bro, like, why are they not suing? I remember that being a big thing. That was a few years ago.
What I always say about black people, we always gotta be the ones to forgive.
Be forgiving and turn the other cheek. Well, y'all seen what this shit.
That's
doing.
some passed down shit mentally, bro. Like, always gotta turn the other cheek.
I never respected that type of shit, bro. What part of the game?
I used to think like that, but I grew out of it.
I ain't never been. Hey, you white people do you dirty, bro. You got an opportunity to run their checks, run it. Because you see what she did. On the other hand, she
Ain't like Starbucks sweating 25 M's.
They're not sweating that.
They make that in a day, probably at two stores combined.
They probably make $25 million as a company in a week. Like that's just
Real
a minimum.
shit.
As a minimum.
I didn't realize how much people love Starbucks.
Nah,
bro.
people listen, bro. Starbucks is here to stay. They gonna always have money. They print
them
money.
niggas like what? The McDonald's of coffee shops?
They probably like bigger than the McDonald's of coffee on some real shit. Like they will be okay.
People love Starbucks.
They
bro.
will be okay, bro. They will be okay. Get your money, bro.
That shit was wild to me, bro.
That's super wild.
I did not understand that for 1 second. I did not get that. I'm like, oh shit, this is what we doing now. Cool, but hey, she got her money, and guess what? She gonna even be more of a racist now.
Yeah, she's
empowered.
skated.
She skated, and she got the money now.
She's empowered now.
Yeah, she's empowered financially. We'll hear about that lady again. Trust me, on some racist shit. Because now this bitch just skating, walking around with 25 M's.
She up.
She's up major.
She up now, so she about to get in a different type of bag with that shit.
That really was some bullshit. I said this shit. I said, bro, she got 25 M's.
So if she got 25 M's, they were supposed to get at least 50.
50 of them things. I would have sued for the 50 off rip.
Yeah, off top, I need 50. I need 50.
I need 50. Y'all niggas kicked me out this coffee shop because you felt it. Bro, we up here chilling on our MacBooks. What are you doing?
People do that all the time in Starbucks.
Yeah. What are we doing? Y'all got the Wi-Fi for a reason. What are we talking about right now? Yeah, them niggas could have got 50 M's.
Off top. And I need it.
It's my money and I need it now.
I need that shit right now.
But hey, man, fuck out of here. Fuck her. But Taxstone, man, got sentenced to 35 years, man. We talked about it last week. You know, he said the sentencing was actually that next day when we recorded. So 35-year sentence, man. Am I surprised? Hell no.
They dubbed that nigga out the game.
But, you know, hey, it's the priors, man.
Yeah, the
I think
priors.
if he was a first-time offender, he probably got that 10 to 20 window. But he has priors.
You got priors. It matters.
Hey, man, I'm not surprised. Contrary to his tweet about him not doing the 35, he is going to do that 35. I think. You're not getting off on good behavior. None of that shit. I think they will laugh at an appeal if he has an appeal.
I don't know, man. I guess we just got to see how that shit play out, man. I mean, I just want this to be a lesson to everybody, man. Don't let people trick you out of your spot, man.
It don't pay to be a tough guy.
If you out here, you know what I'm saying, you get yourself in a different position, man, to provide for yourself, change people's life for the better around you, man. You know, like Mike say, man, the thugging, you got to put the thugging to the side, man. It's not worth it no more, man. You know, especially Taxstone was already in his 30s, coming to his mid 30s. You know, catching the 35 years in your 30s, man, I mean, I know niggas talking that tough shit, you know, not bending and all that shit, man, but that got to weigh on you, bro. Like, you know, just...
No, because niggas going to sit on Twitter and laugh at you, be like, oh, look at your dumb ass. Now you...
Oh, yeah, people going to let...
But when I was home up making money, it's all, now I got to check somebody for saying some dumb shit.
I don't even...
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't letting nobody trick me out of
Niggas will boost your head up just to laugh at you later on. That's all this shit is.
I know I know the work that all three of us in this room put in for some shit. Like I know when we get to a different level, bro. Like, you know, you got to be more militant, man. Just in your overall thinking and you know how you carry yourself.
I think that's the
man.
ultimate test of mental toughness, if you ask me.
You know, you just can't let nobody trick you out of your spot, man.
Because you know what is gonna happen? Niggas gonna stop eventually. But like, oh no, that shit don't affect him. So all that shit gonna come to a halt. But Tax, he didn't hold himself accountable. He was posting pictures of Troy Ave's defense and all type of shit. I mean prosecution. And it's like, bro, you was always the one on Twitter talking about you want a rapper to try you. You was on your podcast always, I want a rapper to try me. Want a rapper to try me. My nigga, you brung a gun into that venue. I think Tax would have got off had he not brung that gun in there.
But see, all right, so because I think his main point is because essentially they had two separate cases. So Troy Ave offered his testimony in Taxstone case because I guess he cut a deal for his separate case. He got caught with guns too, like fleeing that venue. So his gun case is separate from the initial Taxstone shooting inside.
Tax had charges of having a weapon,
yeah,
manslaughter,
yeah,
and manslaughter. I think
that's what I'm saying. So
Troy shit was
he got caught with the guns leaving, yeah,
and attempted murder, but he got off. He got found not guilty for attempted murder,
and that's why, because he offered his testimony in a separate case, which is Taxstone case. I think that's what he's speaking to. But it's like you say, bro, like you gotta be different.
The states matter. This is the same state that gave Plaxico Burress 3 years for shooting himself. Never been in nothing before. He got 3 years for shooting himself. Right? Mm-hmm. You're a convicted felon. You brought a gun into a venue and 3 people got hurt due to you bringing a gun in there. You can make all the tweets about, oh, is somebody running NYC that... My nigga, you were a convicted felon and you brought a gun into a venue. This wasn't a one-off fight. If y'all had a fight in there, you ain't going to jail for no fight. But you killed somebody.
That's what I'm thinking. Even with that, it started off as a fight because they approached him.
Yeah,
they approached him like, nah, if it was just a fight, you know, it is what it is. But like, you know, you gotta be accountable for that. When them guns come into play, bro, like, you know, unfortunately, like, you just gotta be accountable for that type of shit, man. Like,
now, when I thought he was gonna get the book thrown out of him, I'm thinking about 2025. When I heard that 35 number,
they gave him the KD, bro.
Ain't no way he didn't black out for a minute. I don't care.
I mean, essentially, like from what I was watching on YouTube, like when the dude who stood in, it was, I forgot the white dude name who was sitting in on it when he was reporting on it. He basically was like, you know, how he described it. He was like, when the judge like asked Taxstone for his remarks after the sentencing, like, you know, the room was dead quiet.
I believe it.
So like he said the room was quiet. He's like, you know, Taxstone took it in for a minute, and then like Taxstone, like basically his closing statements was basically like, for what it's worth, he was attacking everybody. Like, you know, like it is what it is. Like
what other result?
He went on some Nino Brown type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, it is
no more options.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
He gonna get his team. Them tweets told me like, yeah, he's just delusional at this point. He's going off. He probably saw his life flash before his eyes and realized that I'm going to be in here for 35 years.
It's human. That's human.
That's natural human reaction. I get it. But you got to hold yourself accountable, my nigga.
That shit crazy, man.
And I do not see an appeal working in his favor. I don't. Then you got Banger's family that was in the courtroom.
Yeah, they
and
was
all
there.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, bro, like, no, they're not reversing that. I don't see it. If he was first time,
that matters.
They could chop it down some.
They probably, I mean, because even from because I've been kind of reading in on this shit, like, you know, like the prosecution basically uses history against him based off what's going on.
That's
now.
fair.
Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, like
we talk about this all the time with people who got priors. It don't even be the actual act. It be what you already done did.
Yeah. You're sentenced. A lot of times when you get sentenced for shit and you already been doing shit, like, you know, clearly you ain't been learning your lesson. So it's like, you know, you did this 10 years ago, you did this 8 years ago, 5 years, 3 years, then this, and this result in somebody dying. So, you know, we're gonna use all that leading up to this when somebody died to judge you accordingly now.
And the gang affiliation. They take that shit serious up there. This is the same nigga who posted a picture one time. Remember in the caption was like, oh, it's supposed to be more niggas in this picture, but they paperwork ain't come back yet. Like, shit like that stands out. You see what I'm saying? So, Tex, he has to stand on being a gangster 100%, the good and the bad. That's just what it is. Did I want to see him home? Of course. We just said it last week. If he's home, bro, like, podcast game is right back up.
The hip-hop media trajectory kind of look different with him being home.
Facts, it do.
So
but if he's home, it's beautiful. But
Yeah.
my nigga, you gotta wear that. Drew, you was about to say something? Oh, okay. But it's like, it's unfortunate, but 35 years.
That's what I'm saying. You just gotta, with life, bro. You just gotta take certain shit that when you see other people go through as a lesson, man.
But
like,
you remember
know?
when we used to talk about how when these judges hand out sentences to some of these people, they throw out a certain number for the
It's the mental. It's the mental.
for
thing.
the mental.
Yeah.
When I seen that 35 years, I was like, part of that's for the mental.
Yeah.
Part of that's for the mental.
They know Texan is in his upper 30s, bro. Mid 30s, upper 30s, bro. Well, he's like what, 37?
He's 37.
So yeah, that's all mental,
He
bro.
won't be home till he's 79.
That's all mental. That's all mental.
How long was he already in there for?
6.
He already been in there for 6.
Okay, so did they give him that?
It's not fed time. That's what I'm saying. This not fed time either. So
Okay.
Oh no, this ain't. I don't think this is one of them ones where part of that is already time served.
no,
He gonna be sent. He gonna be sent up the road.
I mean, it's not federal though. This is not a Fed case.
No, it's not a fed case.
So it's like, you know, the 85. That's what I'm saying. The 85 rule. I don't think that applies here. But you know, we don't know. We just don't know how that shit really gonna.
I think
play out.
with each individual is different.
It's different
based
though,
off
yeah.
of your history.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. For
When you
everybody.
convicted felon, my nigga, I think 9 times out of 10, and you get booked again, you're doing all of that. So let's say that's still 29 years.
Yeah,
it's a lot of time.
That's a lot of fucking time.
No, that's still a long time.
So let's say he already getting time served, bro. He's what? He's 37.
37. Just doing another 10 years. That's a lot of time, bro.
66 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot of time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't. That's all we got here. That's like the most valuable asset.
Most valuable asset is your fucking time.
So-
Can you imagine how far the podcast world will be in 30 years?
That's what
Oh
I'm
my
saying.
God.
Like, this shit, we don't know where this shit goes. It's a baby now. It's still a baby.
It's still a baby.
And it's probably like 10 years in now, and it's still a baby.
And it's transitioning into like actual. Your podcast got to be on some high level TV production type shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I think podcasting might replace a lot of like actual like. You might see like podcast segments like on the radio soon. Real
Maybe.
shit. Because like, you know, like that, just the format.
They're chopping it down now like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like even to use an example, like the Breakfast Club is used as a podcast now. Like
that's funny how they've made that a podcast. By the way,
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
It's because, but it's kind of been like that even before Angela Yee left. So
I still consider them a radio show though,
yeah, for sure.
because they have parts where they stop, they play music, they come back.
But at the same time, you can chop that up and pot it out. So it's like,
I mean, we could take a break right now and throw some music on this
you know
shit.
what I'm saying? Like, we can edit it to where, like, hey, like, you know, and do whatever we do. Like, that's how $1 million worth of games do. Like, they'll stop the show and have a whole nother segment in the show and get back to the pod. So,
Interviewing somebody else. That's their
yeah.
format.
I mean-
it works. Yeah, but 30 years from now,
yeah.
I like honestly, bro. I know Tax is gonna honestly have to sit like all that.
He got to sit with, I mean, that's.
But see, you know, he do that thing on Twitter where he's like, "Oh, I'm more free in here than y'all out there."
No, you're not.
No,
Bro.
you're not.
No, I
bro.
don't care
Like,
what
I
type
don't
of shit you
care.
try to kick, bro. Like,
I don't care how many books you
you're
read
not-
to try
you're
to kick some
you're not
knowledge.
You're
Nah.
not gonna tell me that, bro. Because especially niggas like me who had to watch people that they love be in jail, bro. Like, you're not gonna tell me that you more free in there. Because I can talk to people that I know that I had to grow up with in jail, and them boy tell you, bro, I wish I was home. Like, you're not more free in jail just because we got phones and shit back here. We not free, nigga. We still got somebody that wake us up 4 a.m. that tells them when we can wash our ass, when we can eat and all the other shit, brother. You're not free. You're not free, nigga.
At all.
You're not free. Like, damn, it's all the bullshit you got to deal with in there. Like, we see all this shit with all the violence that go down in there too. It's more brutal in there. So it's like, you know, you're not free, bro. I don't care what niggas try to kick to you, bro. I know niggas try to do that intelligent shit, like, you know, it is what it is, bro. But you're not free in there, bro. That's just what it comes down to.
You know I'm not rolling.
I never roll with that. The
rolling.
shit you gotta go through to visit a nigga in jail, bro. That's not freedom.
That's
bro.
not free.
That's not free.
And then if you gotta say that shit to yourself in order for you to get yourself
That's
on
cool.
through, cool.
That's cool.
But don't try
to sell it to everybody like that's.
Hell
What
I'm not
is.
trading places with none of y'all
That's what I'm
niggas in
saying.
there.
Like you're not gonna tell me you free because I'm not switching places with you, nigga.
No, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I enjoy being able to sleep when I want to sleep and
Go when I
want to
go.
do
Eat
and
great food.
Eat great with lay up with who I want to lay up with and all the other shit. You can't do that in there, bro.
You see Boosie with the first thing he did when he got out of jail. That
man
nigga got that steak.
He went and got that surf and turf. That's what he went and did. Like a real nigga.
Nigga talking about so I like my shit well. The only thing I like picking is pussy. This nigga Boosie is crazy, bro.
Hey, Boosie
but
has
eating
some-
a well done steak is madness, though. I don't care what nobody say.
Boosie a different nigga though, but you
Yes.
know Boosie has some choice words for niggas playing with his top now. Like y'all better quit playing with Boosie.
What'd he
man.
say?
Cause I think it was on a pod. It was a podcast that Phase on Love was on. And, you know they was talking about it because you know they West Coast niggas. Boosie caught his case out there, and he basically saying like they was like you know do you see Boosie cooperating in this case? You know just based off his track record, what he talk about or whatnot. And Faison was like, you know, I don't know him personally, but you know, closed mouths don't get fed. That's all I'm gonna say. And niggas was like, what you saying? He was like, you know, I don't know, like, you know, he already got priors, and it was like, you know, I don't know what he gonna do, but you know, closed mouths don't get fed. He basically saying he feel like Boosie would cooperate. And Boosie basically was like, yo, like, y'all niggas don't really know me like that to be talking about me like that. So y'all will see, like, I don't gotta do all that. Like, I'm gonna fight how I gotta fight. It is what it is. You know? That's one person I will say Boosie stand on his word. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Whether you feel how
He
you
almost
feel.
ain't get that shit.
He almost ain't get it, but I mean
He almost ain't get that bond.
He
was pissed at the judge.
he was prepared, but I will say Boosie was prepared for it either way. So
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is, man. I don't know. We just got to see how that play out for him.
Niggas got to start making better
he been
decisions.
I
saying-
just was about to say
Yeah,
that
he
shit.
been
Niggas
saying-
got to make, off the heels of this Taxstone Boosie shit, niggas got to make better decisions,
He been saying the case really not as bad as people trying to make it out. He did have to let go of the asset, whatever. That's just so he can, you know, be straight or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, I see people trying to clown him for selling the car too, but it's like, bro, if you need liquid cash, like. Especially like you know, sell it, bro. Like I ain't gonna clown a nigga for selling a Rolls Royce.
Might have to sell your house.
I don't got a fucking Rolls Royce. So if a nigga in a situation to sell a Rolls Royce to get that quick $20K,
Bro, you know how many times I've heard of mothers having to put up
they
their houses, they bond out their sons
for they fucking. That's what I'm saying.
for they badass sons.
For not even their case. Like I ain't.
All right.
Hey,
And you taking a charge for somebody else and your mama bonding up the house.
that's what I'm saying. Like y'all niggas. That's
Now your mama gotta
That's
put up
a
her
good
house.
point, man. Y'all niggas doing all this crazy shit for one. Y'all don't got no insurance to bury yourself. Your mama's got to put y'all they house up for you. Like, bro, that shit y'all niggas ain't moving right, man.
That ain't player.
That ain't player.
not
man.
player at all.
Is that gangster? Like, let's be real. Is that gangster?
It's
Your
not.
mom had to put a whole nother lease and a whole nother, you know, dig into her equity or do whatever she got to do to get you out. That's her house, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't right, man. Y'all
and
gotta,
shit, on top of that, she got to stress over you.
that's what I'm saying.
They're doing dumb shit.
That's your mom. She gonna support you, but it's like, bro, you really want to put your people through that type of shit, bro? Because you want a thug out here?
That's not real shit.
That ain't real. That ain't real nigga shit, man.
Honestly, it's fucked up.
That's not real nigga shit to me.
But yeah, man, I we'll see what happens with Troy Ave on his end. But he honestly, man, he might only do like a year, 2 years max. I don't see him doing no significant time. He going in though. So we got some rap beef to get to. It ain't really beef though. This shit like some spam.
Yeah, it's like some sparring type shit.
Pusha T and Jim Jones.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think it was gonna come to records, but it did. I did know that Pusha T was gonna say something on a record. I didn't know he was gonna have a whole diss record. It was played at Pharrell's Louis Vuitton event in the background. Honestly, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't like it. Jim Jones dropped his response. First I heard the sipping, I thought it was ass. Then when the full shit came out, it's him rapping over the same beat that Pusha had. It's okay. That's all I'm gonna say. It's okay. It's not good. It's not bad. It's okay.
Yeah.
And honestly, if nobody says nothing else after this, I won't be disappointed. I
Kinda.
do feel like maybe that shit for Pusha T was some bait. So we'll see what the record is. But for me, in the state of the actual, since we're here now, if he wanted to be impactful, he gotta come way better than what he did on that shit there.
Now,
That's
what
all
I'm gonna say is, what I'm gonna say is gonna alley oop when we get into sports later. A lot of y'all niggas' opinions on rap be trash, bro. Like the way y'all ingest music is trash. The way y'all comment on like the culture itself is trash. And this is gonna speak to what Katie was saying when he hopped into this space later. We're gonna get into that when we get to the sports. I saw a few tweets about, you know, how Pusha T dropped his response to Jim Jones versus Jim Jones' initial response, and one was like, one song was debuted in Paris at Louis Vuitton with fly shit, and another nigga was, in front of a corner store and a dirty ass rats and all other shit. And I'm like, bro, like,
What does that mean?
what does that mean? But if we being technical, one is more to the essence of rap than the other anyway. The nigga on the block is more or the essence anyway. He responded. Like, it's not like the nigga waited like a month or two to respond or whatnot. Like, granted, I don't be holding no weight on that neither because niggas.
Yeah, because for me, outside of that, I think both of them are the essence of rap.
Exactly.
Pusha and Jim.
Exactly.
Just from different areas.
And they both hold about equal cultural weight to me.
Yeah, I see somebody say, "Oh yeah, Jim got more culture," and then a nigga quotes it like, "Bruh, it's about the diss records at the end of the day. It ain't about that cultural impact shit."
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro,
it got nothing to do with cultural impact.
Because if we all grew up in this shit, so it's like y'all not gonna change history. Like Pusha T mean just as much as rap his impact as Jim Jones, what he's been a part of. They both were a part of.
All that what you feel is better is debatable.
It's debatable. We talking about the records at hand, bro.
Yeah.
And
I don't care where it was played at.
And it's like, bro, like
I don't give a damn if that shit was debuted on the moon.
Yeah,
if the shit ass is ass.
If it's not up to par, it's not up to par. And it's just like, bro, like the way
debuted at a fashion show, some fly shit. What that mean?
Man, shut up, man. Shut up. Just shut up. Like we all, like we talk about the songs, bro, and it's like, my personal opinion, I do feel like Pusha shit was more bait than anything because we ain't got no CD quality version of that shit yet. Jim Jones went and dropped this video. We got that. That's his. That's his. If you want to count Pusha T shit as round one versus this is round one, all right, round one. To me, I would say it's equal just based off neither one of them really being standout to me. You would agree with that, or neither one really is like, it is what it is. Like,
Jim shit is okay. I did not like Pusha's at all. I didn't there was no bars in there that stood out to me. Jim had a bar in there that was kind of dope. I ain't even gonna hold you. The only beef that is
Arby's
and the Big Macs. I'll come around with the Big Mac. That was was hard, but it was okay. And I didn't like Pusha shit. So if it was bait that people are saying, "Oh, this is bait for it's gonna be a surgical summer," okay, well y'all keep that same energy. If it don't add up,
you got to judge it accordingly. Me
judge the shit accordingly.
I would just say it's bait. I ain't saying like, he about to. I'm just saying I think it's bait. Yeah, it's bait. Like it is what it is.
And I see
you say whether we get anything else from it or not, I really wouldn't care now.
And I seen that post that y'all put in the chat about when Gully was talking about like basically the essence and which one come from this. My nigga, that's way too much writing for some diss records that ain't really that big.
Which one do you
though.
like better? Which one do you like?
Yeah, because that shit don't really matter at the end of the day. Like, oh, the nigga on the block is that. Yeah, but they both come from different geographical locations for one. So ain't no telling how. I mean, at the end of the day, if they both was in the drug game allegedly doing that, everybody got their own story. That's it.
Well, what song y'all like better?
What song y'all like better at the end of the day? It's too much deep. It's too much. Like I said, it's too much extra shit. To me, it's irrelevant. Which one is good? Which one you don't like? Okay, you like this one. You don't like this one. Cool. I don't care if you think Pusha shit is better. I don't care if you think Jim shit is better. Save the extra shit though.
My thing is this.
That cultural impact shit don't matter when we talking about the niggas dissing each other. Because once you done insert yourself, you here now.
Yeah, you here. Yeah. My thing is this. Even if I wanted to play into that, right? When y'all start doing all this extra shit, when we talk about who did what, and it opened up a room for a lot of lies. It's a lot of lies being told, bro. It's a lot of lies. Whether we want to.
What's one lie you done seen already?
It's just the whole, like, Pusha T was more like a upper echelon. Like he never really rapped about like the trenches. That's a lie, and that's just coming from somebody that's listened to all his mixtapes, his albums, like the nigga talked about both
That's
sides
a
of the coin.
foundation.
That's just the foundation, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
It's
foundation
like,
of his
as
his
he
rap style.
as he grown and got different tastes, yeah, he started pouring y'all with the upper echelon type bars, and just his delivery is just, I would say he has a his delivery is kind of like that, but you know he talk
Man,
about
y'all
all that
talk
shit.
about the records.
Let's
man.
talk about let's talk about the records, though.
Because even with Jim, right? He had 2 standout bars in that whole shit. The Big Mac shit, the beef with the Arby's and the Big Mac, and Kanye gave you whips. That's what they do to slaves. That was hard.
I like the other one.
That
He
was hard.
Like, he was like, I don't know what you identify as, but to me, you been a fly bitch. That was kind of hard.
That was kind of hard.
That was kind of hard.
But I seen niggas. I mean, and that's gonna be subjective at the end of the day. But you also always gotta remember, Mo, when we going into these beefs, niggas already done had they pick side. I mean, they size pick.
And
on both sides, I see niggas gassing that Pusha shit, and I see niggas gassing that Jim shit.
And you know,
and I'm just like, bro, like I like both of them niggas.
Now you like, and I've been on record defending Jim Jones a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying, and it's like, that's why this particular beef was kind of crazy to me, because
it's even keeled in a sense, bro.
It is. It's more even keeled than people think. A lot of people are trying to discredit Jim Jones, and it's like, you can't really do that. And a lot of people would try to say Pusha T not really this, and you can't really do that either. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you, just growing up in the essence of both of their upbringing and what they both contributed to this culture that we love, I honestly feel like since I've been there, Pusha T's impact, monumental. Jim Jones' impact, monumental. They both hold the same cultural relevance to me. I don't really want to talk about that because I know it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about the records. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pusha T re-up game movement, the Star Trek movement, how he came in the game, monumental. You can't rewrite that. Jim Jones, Dipset, Vamp Life, all that shit he's been a part of, Skull Gang, monumental. Just the off trees of what he's done did, the Pusha T's influence, fashion. They both made tremendous fashion impact. You can't rewrite none of this shit. We talking about the records, man. That's all we talking about, bro. Do you like Pusha T shit? What do you think about his shit? I don't want to talk about what these niggas sold on the block. I don't want to talk about what, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what you think is more valuable?
What you think is more street?
Yeah.
Like,
what
nigga,
you think is more street?
Who? Cause all right, cause I'm gonna be real. On one end, y'all niggas want to say this thug and shit don't really matter at the end of the day. But then when these niggas be beefing, oh, this nigga more street than this nigga. No, we talking about the rapping, bro. We talking about the rapping, bro. Because something go wrong or something happen to one of these dudes. I'm not saying I want anything to happen. Then it's gonna talk. We talk about, oh, we gotta put the bullshit to the side. No, cause when these niggas was beefing, y'all want to make this shit a pissing match of who's more thug,
street,
who more thug. No, nigga. With the essence of this shit is the art of rapping, bro. Who's rapping better? Who's rapping better, bro? That's all I want to care. That's all I want to talk about, bro. Because anything other than that, now we getting into some degeneracy shit. Who's rapping better?
Couldn't have said it no better, bro. That's facts. Keep it like that, because I don't understand it, to be real. I don't understand it. Like, just keep it at the rap. But Pusha T is gonna respond, of course, and it just depends on how far this gonna go. The people are gonna determine who got the shit anyway. That's how it's always been. Like, niggas gonna know when to bow out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it like that Cameron and Mace shit. Them niggas threw about 3 records between the three.
That was over
when
with.
Mace dropped the Oracle, that was it.
That was
Cam
it.
dropped his record, but people wasn't feeling it, and that was it.
That was it.
That was it. Mace didn't have to respond no more, because it was like, all right, bro, like,
And now
I got that.
these niggas back best of friends, and that shouldn't even matter.
Doing a sports show together, yeah. So
let's
let's make sure that we keep this where it's supposed to be at.
Because at one point, them niggas had choice words for each other.
Yeah, it was real beef. It was real beef between Cam and Mace.
That was real beef. And now these niggas, the whole time, they had love for each other.
Bro, the foundation of Pusha and Jim Jones shit is Jim shitting on him about the top 50 list. So in the grand scheme, it ain't about no real street shit.
About no street
it's
shit.
about another
That's
man's
what I'm
opinion.
saying. Like, why y'all inserting all this shit into this shit, bro? It was a matter of opinion on a list. That's why these lists be getting these lists, bro. These lists. Come on, man. It's a list. We talking about it was about
You said that last week.
Bro.
These lists be getting niggas in their feels, man. That shit wild. I'll be interested to see how Jim. I'm more interested to see what beat Pusha's gonna choose, because I'm gonna tell you the main reason why I don't really hold either of these. This is up there. The beat is ass.
Do you mean like the production?
Man, that beat is ass. I see somebody say, "Oh, this is one of the greatest beats I've ever." That shit is a poor man's No Church in the Wild.
That did give me No Church in the Wild vibe.
That shit is a poor man's No Church in the Wild, bro. That's what that shit is.
It was a stripped down version.
That shit was a stripped down version, bro. That beat is ass, man. Get it out of here. Get it out of here, bro. Sorry, I'm not hearing it.
So for both of them to use that beat is kind of crazy, but you know,
I know why Jim used his beat though.
I know
Because
why.
I mean that's a smart play when you diss somebody. I'm gonna diss you on your own shit.
He learned
Yeah.
he learned that from Jay-Z. He learned that. He learned that. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta know the history of this shit. Jim Jones, you know, Hov hopped on that ball and beat and served you up. So you know you gotta, you know, it is what it is. He learned.
Bro, listen, we gonna see how this shit play out though, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But salute to both of them. So Young Thug dropped his album, man. I was wrong on my prediction of what I thought it was gonna be. And it turned out to be actually an album with him and Metro Boomin. Business is Business. Dropped on Friday. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed the album. I think it's a great album. I don't really care if it was some throwaway tracks when it was made. I think that album flowed together real well.
No, it was put together well.
I think it was put together very, very well.
Given the circumstances.
Intro off top, loved it. There's really no bad tracks on here. The only one I will say that I'm not feeling that much, and I tweeted it, was Hellcat Kenny. Outside of that, this is no bullshit. I'm playing this shit straight through. I love Parade on Cleveland, Money on the Dresser. I love that record. Gucci Grocery Bag, Cars Bring Me Out with Future, fire. With the Racks with 21 and Travis, fire. Uncle M, that's probably one of my favorites. Abracadabra, I like that record. Went Through It, fire. Oh You Went, fire. Want Me Dead with 21, fire. Mad Dog, fire. Jonesboro, fire. That's the best track on there in my opinion. Hoodie was cool with him and Lil Guy and B Slime. Global Access, cool little outro. But overall, this is an A album. If I had to give it a letter grade, this is an A album. And of course, you know, the conversation is going to be around, you know, between Thug and Gunna, who had the best. But I feel like also with this, also, Mo, niggas already had their minds made up on this too.
Yeah.
I seen
Of
niggas
course,
out the
of
gate
course.
saying, oh, these beats could have been given to Gunna. This ain't really nothing.
Well,
Gunna
they not.
had
They
the better
not, yeah.
Gunna had the better album with no features. And bro, listen, I like both of these albums
Yeah, yeah.
equally. I might play Gunna. I mean, I might play Thug shit more than Gunna's because I like the records a little bit more on Thug's album.
Right.
And that might be because of the features. It may be because of that. That's not to say Gunna didn't have a great album, but to me, they hold equal weight as far as quality.
Right.
I like both of these albums, but I like Thug's album a little bit more, bro. Like, I do. I seriously do. Like, niggas out the gate already had their minds made up, though. Niggas, oh, this shit was trash.
Yeah.
Gunna, what did y'all want the man to say? You want the man to say fuck him for 100 times on the album?
I feel like and you know these songs old, so it's like
But
I
for
felt-
me, though, even if they are old, I give him a little bit more credit because they don't sound
they
outdated.
did. Yeah, that's I was about to get into that. Like, you know, when we play the game, like with the dropping the old shit, you gotta be careful because it's easy to sound outdated with, like, you know how quick music travel these days.
Facts.
So, you know, given, you know, being that the quality is still there, like, you know, I gotta give him his props. It was easy to fall by the wayside, you know, taking that gamble.
This didn't
with
sound
the-
like 2016.
Yeah, it don't sound like old records. That kind of go to, you know, his greatness on his own. So, you know, I listened to it about twice. I like that album, bro. I'm gonna be real though. I don't really like, you know, listening to it. Like I didn't listen to it under the guise of comparing it to Gunna's album.
You know that's what was going to come with it. That's why I mentioned it.
Only because it's like I get why people would compare it, you know, based on what's going on, but it's like, you know, I just feel like it's two different vibes, man. It's just two different vibes to me. Like, of course, Gunna gonna speak his mind. He getting the shit off, but he home. He been home for about a year now. So it's like, you know, he had that time. Thug's still in. He doing this thing right now. Hopefully, he get to come home. But it's like, you know, it's just two separate situations. And plus, it's like, what are we going to gain from comparing the albums anyway?
I mean, that's what come with it. I've already accepted that.
Yeah.
Niggas, especially if the temperature around something is prevalent.
Yeah.
So we already know the temperature around Gunna and Thug, so people are naturally gonna compare it. So I already charged that to the game. And since I ain't too mad at it, I'm not. I mean, that's what we naturally do. When Kanye and Drake albums came out, everybody say, "Oh, it's two different vibes," but we all know the temperature around these two, so niggas is naturally going to compare CLB and Donda. I ain't have a problem with it. I like CLB better. That's not to say Donda was a bad album. When I first listened to Donda, I'm kind of like, bro, this ain't really it. Over time, I'm like, nah, this was a really good album.
That's a good album. It's a good album.
So naturally, people are going to compare Gunna and Thug shit. And when it comes to music going to digest in you. So who's to say how you might feel a month from now, 2 months from now off a project? I mean, your mind is allowed to change. But people off the gate just saying, oh, man, get this shit out of here. Da, da, da. Gunna had a better album with no features. Y'all mind's already been made up.
I mean, and that is true. He had no features and that album slapped. But it's like, I'm not going to use that as like.
But there's politics around that too that we can speak to if niggas want to do that. If niggas want to nitpick about politics because nobody's really fucking with Dog.
I mean, it's a lot.
Or he could have just said, you know what, I'm gonna just roll out an album.
I feel like
Dolo.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
He could have got some features if he wanted to.
That's what
I'm just saying.
I feel like he probably would suffer more on the production side. I feel like it would probably still be more people willing to do songs with Gunna. I feel like when it comes to production, because you got to think he lost Weezy. Metro clearly not gonna fuck with him. I'm pretty sure Southside not gonna fuck with him.
Salute the Metro and Southside on this album, though. More so Metro. He did an amazing job on this album. Amazing job on Thug.
I don't think Turbo still fuck with him. If I was listening to it, I don't think I heard Turbo tag on the. I don't
think I heard
album.
his tag.
I know I heard Pooh on the track. I think I heard ATL Jacob. But it's like, especially dealing with, Atlanta politics. I don't know what the producers on out there. So it's like, but who's
niggas
to
is
say?
treading lightly.
Who's to say Gunna might be like, you know what? I'm gonna judge the album just to prove I don't need y'all niggas. Who knows?
It could be both. That's why I wanted to make sure I said that.
Yeah,
it could be on some niggas ain't working for him, or he could have been like, I could get a feature, but I'm gonna roll this shit out Dolo.
Yeah.
We seen that.
I feel like Gunna probably played more to the I want to just do this Dolo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what tracks did you like on Thug shit?
I like the Oh You Went shit. I like the what was that, Jonesboro? I like Jonesboro.
He was talking on that one. I can feel I can hear the pain on that one.
I like the album. I like the album through and through, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a Thug fan. So like,
this is a real good album.
I
see niggas saying, "Oh, it's dated," so we hear
nothing,
like,
bro.
y'all listening a little bit too hard, bro. Like,
no, that don't mean nothing because you know what? When Tupac died, I was still bumping whatever new tracks came out that Tupac dropped because that shit was still hard. That's just a fact. That's just a fact, bro.
Pop Smoke got some.
Pop Smoke still
got some records that was heat.
Fire. Yeah, they were still dropping some fire.
So I don't care how outdated. He even said it like one of the records is 6 years old. Oh, that's cool. It don't sound 6 years to me. So, I mean, I think it was a great album, and I want to salute the rap gods for hearing me on the pod because, bruh, this has been a tough year for 2023 in rap, bruh.
They say Thug shit going to come in number 2. We still ain't got number 1, but
still ain't got number 1. But Gunna has gave me a great album. Thug has gave me a great album. Drake has announced an album is coming, and that's kind of slick, bro, between him and Thug because he got the 2 features on Thug album. Now he got a
you know a strategy.
Got an album.
You know the strategy.
And then he about to go on tour, I think.
He dropping a book too.
I did see a book,
a poetry book or something.
Poetry
like
book.
That?
I don't know what they anticipate from this album, but the old Drake, I just hope it's a mixture of some rap shit. And he got a couple R&B records on there, cool, because I definitely got hype for Honestly Nevermind, and I got a dance album, so I'm interested to see what's gonna come from. And it's a summer, so niggas look like they heating up for the second half of the year, man. As far as the rap game,
I think we in good hands for the rest.
They might come back from a 3-1.
I don't even think we 3-1, man. I think it's more like I wouldn't even say 3-2.
Oh hell no! You think this year's been a 3-2? Nigga, I feel like it's been a 0-3.
I mean, because at the end of the day, it ain't really been too much like big shit that come out. But it's still we still listening to rap. It's not like we like on some. Oh, like I ain't bumping nothing. Like I still find myself.
Yeah, remember when you asked me last week what new shit I've been listening to and I was scrolling? Mm-hmm. My shit been 2022 and back, bro. 2022 was a great year for rap. 2021, great year for rap. 2020, great year. 19, great year. 18, I could go on and on and on and on. But 2023, from January till now, it's been ass.
Right.
It's been ass, bro. Like I'm just keeping it honest. Like Niggas can agree to disagree. Music is subjective at the end of the day, but I think there is a line kind of where you speak to earlier about how you view it, because when you talking about shit outside the music that's irrelevant, that's what make the conversations disingenuous to me. You get what I'm saying? Like it don't make sense. Like we just want to speak about the records and all the other shit. So I mean, with Thug and Gunna, it's a lot of politics in this shit. Understandable.
It's a lot of politics. Yeah.
But I mean, it remains to be seen how it's played out. These niggas is moving some type of way around Gunna.
I think because when it comes down to it, bro, we as the listeners have the final say. So the politics shit that matter in their circles. I don't give a fuck about their politics. I'm not in their circles. Me as somebody who speak on the culture on my platform, I don't have an allegiance to nobody. At the end of the day, my duty to people who support us is to give my honest opinion on what they present as artists. I don't give a fuck about what they got going on politically, bro. Like whatever they talk about in their chats, if they all band together and be like fuck Gunna, I'm not gonna be like, oh, them niggas doing it, so fuck Gunna. No, Gunna drop a dope album and it's good. I'm gonna say he dropped a good album. You know why? I'm not none of them niggas in my pockets. I don't have no alliances to them boys. If they drop some shit and I like it and it's fire, I'm gonna say bump it. But that don't mean I'm taking anybody's side. Like whoever drops some good shit, I gotta, it is what it is.
Like I said, Thug's album was very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And I want to salute him for putting out a dope album while locked up, bro. Like, that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. And then salute the Gunna for doing his thing on his album with no features.
Right.
Salute that both of them niggas gave me a great project. I'm happy, bro. I like all the features on Thug's album. All of them were placed properly. The track listing was all the records flowed together properly. Like, bro, it was an overall great album, bro. Like, I really enjoyed this shit, and I'm gonna replay it again. I'm gonna probably play this more than Gunna shit. That don't mean I'm not gonna play Gunna shit no more. Right. I just was playing this shit on the way here. But, like I said, man, the rest of these niggas is, man, rap might be on a strong stretch, man. It might be. But I'm really interested to see. I fuck with Drake, so I'm really interested to see how he delivers this project. Because I have not been disappointed outside of, honestly, Nevermind, his last two projects that he given me. So I'm definitely interested to see how he coming on this one, especially for the theme surrounding it. Like, for all the dogs, old type Drake. So I always want a timestamp record. I don't always get it, but when I do get it, I appreciate it. So if I get a timestamp record on this one, dog, I'm satisfied. But I'd be interested to see.
I feel.
I want this one to be all rap though, like legit all rap. But it's to the point now. It's kind of like I'm pulling that. Like I'm just pulling that shit that ain't gonna be. He has never really given me a full rap album, no R&B shit. So we'll definitely see. I wonder when the release date gonna be. He didn't say a release date, but I'm assuming if he going on tour soon, it's gonna be around that time. It might be early July. Might be next week. You never know. Thug, you had Gunna, Thug. Drake might come next Friday. You never know. So I mean, we'll see. We'll definitely see. But salute the Thug, man. And I don't know when that case is gonna be done, but I would like to see Dog home too. But tough sledding with that shit, bro. Tough sledding. Even with that, what you think about the whole the shit that Dog leaked about him saying the shit about Gunna, about respond on my album, da da da. Y'all, you think that's AI?
I don't, like I said, bro. I don't know if it is. If it's AI, I think that's crazy that they did that. If it is, then that's just where he at with it.
I think if it was AI, he would have said it was AI.
But his sister commented on that, was like, "This is AI." That's what Dolly commented on there.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she would know. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe they trolling us. Who knows?
It's so much trolling.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
I do feel like if it was AI, Doug would have said it. But like, bro, don't pay that shit no mind. Because he been saying everything else. He been tweeting. He been promoting his album. So that's why I feel like
he's not going to address that Gunna shit at all. Like he's had plenty of opportunities to speak on that on his platforms, but
I'm just speaking for that actual soundbite.
Yeah. Because he clarified, because it was on the album. He thought he was talking about Sweetie, the Sweetie chick. He was like, nah, I wasn't talking about her. And he was like, these songs are old anyway. So I mean, he clarified that. But you're right, yeah. But I mean, if his sister's saying that shit AI, I mean, it is what it is. She talked to him every day, probably. So who knows?
She would know more than anybody. But I mean, we ain't never really gonna know the temperature. See, both these niggas are home for real. Thug is home if he gets home, and we really gonna see how producers moving, artists moving. Now, peep now, when Thug drop, everybody reposted this nigga album. Literally everybody, even niggas who featured on that. I ain't see Drake share Gunna shit, and they done records together. I ain't see 21 post. I could be wrong. Did 21 post Gunna shit?
Hell no. But see, this is my thing.
What you think about the whole little baby shit though?
What, the Baby and Gunna shit?
Yeah, the temperature around them two.
I mean, shit. I mean, clearly, Baby picked his side. I mean, given the history. I mean, he's been on record saying that Gunna's the one who really even made him start rapping like for
They
real.
say he don't even follow them no more.
No, he don't.
He don't follow. Is Lil Baby and who else? Was it 21 or was it just Lil Baby?
I don't think 21.
They said Gunna don't follow Lil Baby and somebody else no more. It was one of them. It was two of them though.
Yeah. But it's like, it is what it is.
I don't think niggas should look too much into that shit though.
If they don't gotta fuck with each other, man. It is what it is.
Let's make the music.
Gunna gonna continue to do what he do.
Oh, Lil Durk and Lil Baby.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean, Dirk's he said what he said about him, so I can see Gunna not fucking with bro. I mean, it is what it is.
I think we'll see for sure if Thug comes home, you'll see how the industry is moving.
But my thing
surrounding
is
that.
To me, in this situation, it's not gonna matter who's with or against Gunna, because, like I say, the listeners gonna have the final say so on that.
He gonna get money.
He gonna get his money regardless. So I think this last Gunna album proves that, like, y'all can play the politics if y'all want to. Like, it is what it is. Y'all right to do whatever y'all want to do, but it's not gonna affect his bottom line.
That's for damn sure. Definitely not going to affect his bottom line, especially for the way it's been received. Yeah, nah. So on some battle rap shit, man. So,
oh man,
Easy the Block Captain versus Papoose, man. We all been seeing, the temperature surrounding that. Allegedly, Easy the Block Captain and Remy had something going on sexually. She has since denounced that on Twitter. She said, "Don't buy into that. Don't believe it." And apparently, Papoose put the beats on Easy the Block Captain. And, niggas been, I seen Twerk's take on it.
Gotti.
Geechee Gotti. I just seen a tweet from Gotti yesterday, quote tweeting Easy the Block Captain. Hey, Papoose, like, basically say,
he said he ain't cleared it up, so I guess we waiting on you.
So they Gotti put a tweet for like,
yeah.
from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I turned in these later.
That's a funny nigga. Did you see the back and forth between Easy and Twerk?
Yeah.
When they was posting bank statements and all?
So you shit going left.
My shit crazy.
You see what I'm saying? But
crazy.
Do you think Papoose put the beats on Easy?
I mean, from how Geechee was saying, he was there. So it's like, I don't know. From how he was speaking, it's like he was there, right? Am I wrong? Or So it's like, I mean, if he lying, that will put his his credibility, because at the end of the day, yeah, they battle rap. This is kind of like,
I think more so Geechee was like clowning based off of what he heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still though, it's like this though, because the battle rap scene is kind of like, I'm not trying to down them boys. It's kind of like wrestling bravado, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they gotta talk shit to each other to keep to keep us talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's about rapping at the end of the day, but the battle rap shit, that's the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
we talking shit to each other. But at the end of the day,
when you talking about fucking somebody girl now,
that's
because Remy, it's a lot involved because Remy manages Easy. They've been basically on media tours together. They've been on news stations.
Yeah, Remy's made a lot of strides within the battle rap community as well.
Yeah,
so
she been doing her thing. So it's like, when people hearing about it, it's like, Remy cheating on Papoose, it's like, nah, I don't believe that shit.
And then knowing that,
you never know what happens at the end of the day, though. Who's to say Easy could have tried Remy? And Papoose heard about it. He put the beats on him. That's a normal thing.
That's a normal thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so it's like,
and he would be in the right doing that too.
Him not clearing it up though.
Papoose not gonna speak on that though. Because all right, I feel
like there's a line with that though.
I'm going off Papoose history as well though. Papoose in the past has put beats on niggas though.
He don't speak on it publicly.
He don't speak on that type of shit at all.
He don't.
He don't. So it's like, I don't know.
But if Easy is on Twitter, like, hey, bro, like,
clear it up.
If there's temperature around it, if I didn't do it, I would clear it up publicly. I would. That's me. That's speaking for me. It don't got to go beyond that. But if he's subscribing to the theory that if Easy is lying, I can see why Papoose is not clearing up. Yeah, nigga, I beat your ass. That don't mean I gotta say I beat your ass publicly.
Right, I'm not gonna speak on that.
I'm not gonna speak on that.
I'm not gonna speak on that because.
But he's begging for this nigga to speak up on this shit. And then you got people in the battle rap community like, hey, bro, like,
it's a reason. It might be a reason why he ain't speaking on this.
He may have put the beats on him.
It's a reason why this nigga ain't clearing this shit up. Nigga. Like,
that's all I'm saying. But Remy is saying
ain't nothing happen.
Somebody lying. That's all
lying.
I know.
It's three
Somebody's
sides.
lying.
It's three sides.
I can't say who, but somebody's lying within this story. Somebody's lying.
It's a lie.
Easy telling you clear it up. Remy saying this shit ain't happening. Papoose not speaking. Then you got Twerk and Geechee on some. Hey, bro, Twerk,
I'm gonna be real.
The shit with Twerk was funny because Twerk was like, hey, bro, like why you ain't did that with Papoose?
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You know what they say? Silence is golden. The silent party is the most loudest to me.
Correct.
So Remy has spoken. Easy has spoken. Papoose hasn't spoken, and he's not going to speak. In fact, Papoose has already been on platforms. Papoose out in the West Coast right now on a little run. He done linked up with Big U.
He ain't speaking on it.
He done been on several podcasts. Man, he ain't speaking on this shit at all. He done been on Big U podcast.
He probably told him off rip, we not talking about this shit.
Or because I haven't listened to him, or they might have kind of tried to tiptoe around him. He just ain't speaking on that shit.
I kind of charge it to the Jim Jones, Freddie Gibbs shit. Jim has never spoken on that shit. But we all know it happened. So it could be on that tight time. And then Remy probably trying to play, because she manages him.
She got to protect the money at the end of the day.
So she trying to protect. I'm not saying Remy lying. I'm not saying Remy lying, but there's a possibility she could be lying. But there's a brand to protect. So she probably trying to protect Easy at the same time while trying to savage her relationship with Papoose.
My thing is this: if that's the play, if that was the play, right?
I just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If that's the play, if I'm Remy, I'm gonna tell Easy not to tweet my husband because that kind of that sour shit too.
It does.
Because if Remy is trying to salvage shit behind
charge
the
it
scenes,
to the game. I would tell him charge it to the game.
Easy got to eat that publicly.
He got to eat that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, if that's the play that Remy running, this nigga tweeting Papoose, that's not gonna work. Because you know, if something he hot as fuck. The block hot.
The block is hot, yeah. And they Easy probably looking like, well, I ain't gonna get hoed out here. I ain't gonna get shunned out here.
He a man. He a man.
He ain't wanna look no type of way on social media.
And then you got the other battle rappers. They clowning this nigga.
Because he's saying I'm not mad about rumors. I'm not mad about false stories, because being the person I am, I understand. But when I see people like happy, it was a possibility something happened to me, it's unacceptable. And now I give two fucks about nobody. We not friends, and I finally get it. So he basically saying what you just said, like, nah, fuck that shit. You ain't about to have me out here looking no type of way.
You got Twerk posting his bank statements on me.
That shit turning into who get more money.
That shit crazy. But I mean, hey man, shit crazy out here, man.
And Easy looking at it like everybody against him because he hot now and all this other shit.
He's made his strides.
Star had me tripping. I ain't gonna lie. When Star was talking about this shit,
I meant to watch Star take on that shit.
Man, he kind of was speaking on it before everybody else. He was like,
he did. Made
it seem like they had something going on.
Yeah,
type shit.
Yeah.
The way she would look at him, the way all type of shit. I'm like, you playing around with some.
I stay away from shit like that because that shit. That's.
Exactly.
Especially knowing how Pat feel about her, I don't be like we said. Before,
that's just on some man shit.
That's just some man shit.
You ain't even know when it come to a man and his wife, bro. You gotta tread lightly with shit like that. Yeah,
they gonna do some shit behind you to the
facts.
I don't be playing around with that shit, but it's like
I don't know what happened between Remy and Easy. I don't know what happened between Easy and Papoose. The way it's presented to me right now, I would assume it looked like Papoose put them hands on that man.
Yeah. I'm just going off what I know about Papoose. I'm just going off his silence in the situation
and what's been presented so far.
What's been presented.
It looked like Easy trying to protect his image. You done been asking this man publicly to speak on this shit. He ain't said nothing.
He's not going to speak on this shit either. He's not, and it's like Remy play is protecting her brand.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like
She's
I
trying
said,
to protect some interest right here.
Like I said, since she's inserted herself into the bet,
Because if it come out that if Remy confirms that she did something with Easy, it looks bad.
it looked bad.
It looks very bad business from a business standpoint.
It looked bad.
Because now you done been running around here with Easy, you his manager. Who's to say you putting him on certain cards? Mm-hmm. Okay, now when we go do events, if people come to sign up for your shit, it's like, damn, bro, like you sleep with your battle rappers. Allegedly, I'm not saying she did that.
Yeah,
I'm saying from a business standpoint,
it looked bad.
It would be in her best interest to downplay the shit because going forward, people might want to fuck with your shit because you sleep with your battle rappers.
Integrity is compromised.
The integrity is compromised.
Yeah, because for what it's worth, we don't hear about this shit with Smack.
Oh no! Here's another layer. I was just about to bring up Smack. That looks better for other battle leagues to throw dirt on you because now they know that you sleep with battle rappers.
That's crazy.
It's not a good look. And Smack already mad at Easy because apparently he was under Smack contract.
Oh, they got a situation.
They got a situation going on, but he's going to rap with Remy and her league.
Her league, okay.
I don't know the too much business details, but Smack is feeling some type of way behind that shit.
So like when they sign these deals, they got to be exclusive to that league. For
Depends
that time
on what
being.
they signed to.
So like, all right, so like say like Rum Nitty signed like a deal. Is that like so? I mean, essentially a contract which you negotiate. So like he could be like, your next 5 battles got to be with Smack. Or like that.
Wording is. That's why I say when it comes to wording and contracts and in court shit, you got to be very specific. So let's say Easy is supposed to do 4 battles this year.
Yeah.
Right. For Smack. But he goes to Remy battle.
But
Smack may feel some type of way because the contract say you doing 4 battles, but in Easy mind, he's like, bro, I done did 3-4 battles this year. I'm good. No, nigga, you was supposed to do these first 4 battles for me.
My thing is it?
It could be the wording.
Yeah, in the word, is it worded to where it got to be Smack exclusive, or as long as he do 4 Smack battles, can he still do outside leagues?
That's what it comes down to, the wording. Because based on what Smack been talking about lately, he been feeling some type of way. He not even speaking on this shit. He not even speaking about, battle rappers doing certain shit that's not within the he basically feels some type of way about niggas
it's
going outside.
It's looking like a lot of niggas kind of got their eyes at Easy, because even though I saw Tay Rock had this Easy for leaving gun titles, I saw this. Now you telling me about the Smack shit, then this Papoose shit is, then he falling out with Gotti and Twerk online. Is like he just got a lot.
I think that too. I think that's just petty back and forth shit.
But still, it
gets spicy though.
It gets spicy. It gets spicy now. Niggas posting bank accounts. That's spicy. That's a lot of spice in the pot, bro. So it's like, I don't know, man. They need to get that shit together though, man.
Here we go. I seen this tweet right here that Easy quoted. I'm gonna say that this is Twiz. I'm gonna say this: Remy has the same connections, if not more, than Smack has, which is true. Which is why she posed such a threat to URL, which is true. So this whole Easy versus URL is really misplaced. The real beef is with Remy. She has the money connections to actually compete with URL like they never seen before. Mm-hmm. So Easy quote tweet and says, "Somebody finally gets it, and you not a blogger." That makes sense. Remy does have the connection Smack don't have. It shouldn't be a beef though, because not for nothing, Smack, you've been going up, like, quote unquote, you've been going up against other battle rap leagues for years now.
I mean, at the end of the
URL ain't the end all be all now. You got Rare Breed.
Yeah.
You got what's that other one? Some Ice. Like, you got a whole bunch of rap leagues that offer bags for battle rappers to come.
I think
URL's not the end all be all though.
Like, Smack is just like, he's the one though. Like, he been here. He's the most notarized one. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, but like you say, Remy, to say that Remy, she had her own league for like 2 years now?
No, this is very, very new.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a baby compared to Smack shit. So, but she's made a lot of strides. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Hey man, it's a lot of niggas growing, like Arsenal with his UW Ultimate Warrior. Mm-hmm. That been out since 2011, 2012. You see what I'm saying? So URL is not the end all be all. Could Smack me feel some type of way because Remy poses a threat? Of course, she's Remy Ma. She has a lot of rap connections. She could probably get the biggest rappers ever to come to her events.
She definitely
that
can.
holds weight.
She definitely can. But
Not saying Smack can't either,
too, like,
but
you
she
know
can
what I'm
reach.
saying?
Yes, it's a fact that she can
Yeah.
reach certain connection levels that Smack can't.
They even killed as far as Paul.
Because I mean, when the caffeine deal went down, who was a part of the promotion for that?
Drake lobbied for that. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is. It's no different from podcasting, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
We not the end all be all for a podcast. Joe's not the end all be all for a podcast. Gillian Wallow ain't the end all be all for a podcast. It's survival of the fittest. Who gonna keep it pushing? Everybody got their own audience though. URL has a strong audience. Remy, she's gonna have a strong audience. But guess what? All y'all had the same fans though. All y'all got the same fans. So essentially, it really ain't no beef on that front, if you ask me. But if it is, let's subscribe to what that tweet said. That's some sucker shit on Smack End. If you feel some type of way because Remy got so connected, that's some sucker shit. But I never known, Smack ain't never really been in no beef like that though. Smack is really a laid back nigga, bruh.
I feel like whenever Smack speak about some shit that he got grievances with, it's more so on the business.
He's
side.
been professional, bro.
It's about some business shit. I don't see Smack getting into his feelings about
because he done seen league start up way before Remy.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't see
like,
Smack all of a sudden now feeling some type of way because Remy got a rap league.
It can't be that much. Of a threat.
No, I don't think it could be that. It's no way. I don't see it that way. I could be wrong, but based on what I've been presented,
I give Smack more credit than that.
That's what I'm saying. I give Smack a little bit more credit than that. But based on what I've been presented, Papoose could have put the beats on that nigga.
I ain't doubting that at all.
I'm not doubting that at all.
I ain't doubting that at all. That's very possible given Papoose beat down track record. Like he done put pause on niggas before and never speak about it. Whether you just know about it or you don't. So
it's a lot of layers to this shit, bro. It's a lot of shit, bro. Because Geechee and Easy been going at it for a minute. Let me see if I can read some of this shit.
Have they battled each other yet? Whenever they do, I need to see that because there's gonna be some aggression there.
So they've been going back and forth about who can fuck with who. So I'm gonna read this series of tweets. This is just a random tweeter. Shit was whack and you can't fuck with Geechee on no type of time. Somebody humble this nigga. He done got out of body since he got since the wave left for real. Surf left. He's like, Geechee, this another tweeter. Geechee my top 5 all time. Not 5 either. But doesn't want it with Bull right now. I'm not sure Compton got enough for Philly with the Riot and the Trenches card. Someone made up. URL can't stop him and Geech sounding like one of the Avengers right now. Easy, the easy greater than less than Thanos sign. Stop him from what? So this Geechee says, stop him from what? What's he's doing that's never been done? So he said, he's the first face of URL that isn't signed under URL. That's just one, Geechee. Do I need to say more? I'm trying to keep this light. You see what he doing. I can keep going.
Oh, he in his bag.
He said, bro, we literally seen him.
Said that?
He said, hold on, here it comes. So Geechee said, bro, we literally seen him with a 6-year contract. What are you talking about? So then Easy said, you actually see me do what I wanted from day one. So he ain't discount the contract shit. He said, you see what I can do since day one. He said, your man says you never had a contract. I was just helping him out. Fans be delusional. So Geechee's staying on his square with the contract shit. He ain't talking about the other shit. He said, I really did it. They feel so secure. So I don't know. That man under contract. I know that because if he wasn't, he would have said it right then and there. You under contract, name. The first face to be. I don't think that's how you be the face of URL and you not under your URL contract. That don't even make sense. Smack not gonna just let you rap in his league and you not signing some type of contract.
It's gonna be
unless
some
you a proving ground nigga.
It's gonna be some paperwork.
It's gonna be some paperwork. Yes.
My thing is this though. That's not a knock.
It's not.
That's not a knock, man.
And Easy has been on a run. I don't think Easy is all that to me, but he has been on a run.
It's his time. Though.
He's on a run right now. Yeah. He doing his thing. He did beat Hitman. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing this thing, but it's like it's layer. It's a lot of layers to this shit.
Right.
And at the end of the day, Remy is your manager. Remy has her own league. She just connected up. She just connected. That's what I'm saying. There could be some motive behind a lot of this shit. Because if she manages you, she has her own league now, and you hot, and you probably could be on one of her cards, there could be some conflict of interest in this shit, bro.
My thing is this, though.
And it could look bad, like we said. It could look bad on Remy's front if that happened. I want to make that very clear.
That's what
We're
I'm
not saying
saying.
that that can make her look bad with her league because it's like, no, bro, like
I don't think
when we go put these cars together, I might not want to fuck with you because man, you know you did such and such with old boy. You see
I don't think him being in business with her is bad or a conflict of interest, and unless it's like you say the personal shit going on, like the relations going on. That's where, like you said, no, that's where the conflict come from me. If it's just business, then I don't really see it being like a cheat or anything. I feel like well, you can look at it as a cheat code. It's a good cheat code because if I'm picking management, I want the most connected nigga managing me because that's going you know
boost me.
That's going to boost me. I feel like that's not a bad thing. Now when you mix business with pleasure, that's when you know because now I got an extra motive to make sure that you straight.
Facts, but I don't know, man. I feel like this ain't the end of it. We'll hear more from it.
Oh no, this not. We far. I feel like with this, I feel like we're far from the end of this.
Especially if Remy trying to book another event.
Papoose is never going to speak on this shit publicly.
We'll always be left out in the open, and all we'll get is jokes between Easy and other battle rappers.
I never see Papoose speaking on this shit. Just being like I said,
he's never been in no drama.
It's
never been his MO.
If it's been drama, he don't speak on that shit publicly, bro. He don't, bro.
If he handling the street,
you gotta think even because we gotta think he had some situations with Fat Joe. That was years ago, but it was Fat Joe speaking on that shit. Papoose never spoke on that shit. You know, so we didn't even because I saw people posting the old shit when he approached Max B. At the when 50 Cent had the Power 105 shit, and they tried to ask Papoose about that shit years later, and he was like, "Yo, like I fuck with Max B." It was just more so what he said about K Slay. Like I support Max B. I want him to come home. Like you know, it is what it is. That shit old.
That's
like,
his man's though.
Like yeah, but niggas already know when it came to K Slay, Papoose gonna approach you about that man. That was he real big on his loyalty for K Slay.
Facts.
So
I mean, you could have seen in the video. It seemed like it was a misunderstanding. Man, it's like you know, I didn't know that was your man's and you know all that other shit. But
then you know the shit funny because niggas was like, oh yeah, he pressed Max B. Nah, he ain't pressed Max B because at the end of the day, bro, they all fuck with each other because you can go back and look when because K Slay had the little K Slay Day event. Max B used to pull up at them shits all the time. So
it misunderstanding.
It was just big misunderstanding, bro.
But you know that comes to the quote unquote dropping the dick on the table shit that people try to present, and you know if somebody misspoke, there's nothing wrong with being on some my bad type shit if that's what because Papoose ain't gonna make a scene for nothing. He's never been that type of rapper. He not gonna start beef. He ain't gonna just come at nobody for no reason. So he felt warranted in that situation, obviously, to be like, hey bro, like what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to check the temperature on that. What's up with that? But Papoose ain't never really been the type to insert himself or start no bullshit for no. He's never been that way. Dog, honestly, like one of the most laid back rappers in the game.
Whenever I heard about somebody getting into a situation with Papoose,
you had to start that shit.
I blame the other.
Yeah, you had to start because he don't fuck with nobody.
He don't fuck with nobody.
Nah, he don't fuck with nobody, bro. He don't. Papoose really, he seemed like a stand up individual, bro. I will say that. Like he don't really get involved in the goofy shit. When it come to rap, he's never been that type of nigga. So, yeah, man, it'd be interesting to see how that shit play out for sure. We definitely have not heard the end of this shit. Have you watched that show From?
Nah,
you need to watch that shit, bro.
I've seen a lot of people watching. They're talking about that.
I gotta watch the season finale actually when I get home.
That's on Amazon, right?
It's on Amazon, but it's through this MGM shit.
MGM app shit.
They got this new shit now.
Yeah.
Some MGM
another one.
Shit, another one. So you could get it on Amazon though, but you gotta subscribe to the.
That's
MGM
got
shit.
that got Black Dog off that's the one that got the black dude on it from
Best Man.
Best Man.
Yeah. He's doing a hell of a job in this role. Right. Everybody acting wise is doing a great job. You need to watch this shit. This shit fire.
I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, so. I've been catching and watching the shit. The shit's trippy now. Shit gonna throw you off in the jump, but this shit hard though. So I'm really gonna deep dive into it. I gotta watch the season finale today, but that's a good show that you should check out, man. From you gonna fuck with that shit, man. So let's get into some sports shit, man. So your boys, man, they traded for Chris Stapps, man. Marcus Smart to the Grizzlies. How you feel about it?
I just gotta see how this play out. I knew we was gonna lose somebody in the offseason, so it is what it is, man. Much respect to Marcus Smart. Like I've been rocking with him since he was in college. So for us to draft him, You know, he was a big name. A lot of people kind of forget, but he was like one of the top dogs when
He was a big name at OKC.
He was a big name at OKC. So, you know, just seeing how he's progressed from being like that guy in college to, you know, still being that guy but finding his niche, you know, in the league, being a top defensive name, just being a glue guy, just being hard nosed, like, you know, just, you know, standing on business. You know, much respect to Marcus Smart, man. Always been a favorite of mine. You know, it is what it is, man. You know, thanks for everything he did for the team, bro. Like, I ain't got too much bad shit to say about Marcus Smart, man. Like, if you know me, you know I've been a fan of, bro. So, you know, I just got to see how the rest, because, you know, they said this not gonna be the only move we make. So
making more moves. I don't think y'all need to make drastic moves. You keep
Jalen.
Jalen.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep Jalen and Tatum, man.
I don't think it's gonna be much major move. I think it'll be more like, you know, role player move.
And I don't think Jalen turning down that money, bro.
Nah, he's not.
225, man. Possibly Supermax period. Whatever the details is, I don't know I don't see him turning down the Supermax deal to go get less somewhere else. Yeah. To get a max somewhere, because the Celtics are the only team that can offer him a Supermax. That's the rules.
Like, you got to get that.
Yeah, I don't see him turning that down.
I feel like the other moves we make will just more so be like, you know, just filling in the team type shit. So, you know, just got to see what happens, man. I knew we was going to lose somebody, though, but it is what it is.
I didn't see Marcus Smart being in that situation. How you feel about KP, though?
He was actually decent last year. So I just got to see how he fit with the team, honestly. I just got to see how he fit. Like I said, that's all I can really say, bro. Like, you know, I always had like mixed emotions about KP, like, throughout his career. They been kind of saying like he supposed to be like the next guy. We're sad about everybody, but, you know, I don't know. Like, what's your overall take on KP? Like, what you think?
He cool.
That's what I'm saying. He cool.
I don't think he moves a needle for y'all.
You know, I feel like they kind of felt they need to make a change. So, you know.
I remember having a conversation with KP recently when he was in Dallas. So Luka niggas try to prop him up. Like, no, it's the reason why he went over there. So I'm not doing no Kristaps Porzingis gas. I'm not doing that.
I mean, it is.
He's been average his whole career.
Now, if he come with us and, you know, he turn it around.
He hasn't lived up to the hype, I tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, if he find a lane with us, then, you know, it is what it is. But, you know.
Yeah, so that's all I really got to say about that. The Sixers are talking about a trade possibly with the Suns for Tobias Harris.
And
surrounding him, and they've been asking for. If this is true, they've been asking for some crazy compensation. They want 8 first-round picks. Yeah. Tobias Harris' father is commenting on something. He said he has an issue with the Sixers. Tobias is an assassin scorer. I mean, they can't stop him. Nobody in the league can stop him. So he's proven that over his career. Even when he was with the Clippers, he was an assassin scorer. Ever since the Sixers, they put him in the corner. For number one, that's not true. Number two, the Sixers have given Tobias Harris opportunities to score one-on-one. He doesn't assert himself.
That's all.
They're not just putting him in the corner. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
They are not just putting Tobias in the corner. Tobias settles a lot. He is not aggressive when he needs to be at times, especially when starters go off the floor.
He's been settling for some years now. Let's just keep it honest.
Yeah, he doesn't assert himself. He doesn't. For the money that he's getting.
This not Orlando Tobias. This not Milwaukee Tobias. This not Clippers Tobias. He's been taking
the Clippers let him walk for the same reason.
That's what I'm saying. When he came
to Philly,
when he came to the Clippers, they was expecting Orlando or Milwaukee. He didn't do that, so they let him walk. The Sixers picked him over Jimmy Butler. They was expecting our offensive outpour. He's been taking the backseat. He's been not asserting himself. That's Tobias Harris. That's not the 76ers.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, so he can miss me with that bullshit.
Yeah, miss me with that one. That's when you start saying, I'm like,
they make Daryl Morey is high on some shit. But if he pulls that off, he pulls it off. But I don't see that. No, not for Tobias Harris. I'm sorry. No,
that's not going to do it.
No, I'm sorry.
And you want Ayton? I don't think that's going to do it.
You could try to. You could take that shit somewhere else. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking with that shit there. I read that shit. I said no. Derrick Rose is opting out of his $15 million player option.
He's opting out,
but he won't. Yeah, he won't opt into. Well, they won't. It's either him or the Knicks. I think he's declined his player option. One of the two.
I think it was the Knicks that declined it.
Yeah.
Oh, they declined it.
Yeah, so that to make him a free agent essentially.
Do we see D Rose retiring, or do you see him still playing?
You might as well.
I mean,
He ain't been playing.
Yeah, but
He ain't been playing.
if he feel he can still play, I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't see him really doing much.
Of course, the Bulls fans want to see him back, but bro, we at the point now, bro. I'm cool on the family shit. Niggas trying to win, so if he can't contribute to winning, I'm cool on Derek. I mean, we ain't getting no MVP roles. Dan sure ain't getting that. That's been.
I mean, he's shown Spurs that he can still contribute.
2021.
Yeah, but he ain't had
When the Knicks went to the playoffs, he was kind of doing
his
this
minutes declined a lot.
But his minutes have declined a lot.
I don't know like what it's been, but I mean, it is what it is, man.
Then they talking about Paul George is going to be available. This is the one that might shake up free agency. So, I seen him in a Kings jersey, a Miami jersey, a Milwaukee jersey, and a Knicks jersey. Him in Milwaukee with Giannis would be very good.
That would be deadly.
That would be very good.
That would be crazy.
And if I'm Paul George,
Chris Middleton opted out too.
if I'm Paul George, and I got my own injury problems, so I'm not really saying he that much over Kawhi, I'd rather play over Giannis at this point in my career over Kawhi.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Miami is even a better fit.
Drew, what's your take on possibly getting Paul George? And y'all still compare him with some assets y'all got on y'all team now?
I haven't even thought of it, but I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
He can't be available when you need him to.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you speaking for sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Through years of watching Paul George, you're not going to get the Indiana Paul George probably ever again. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean.
The closest we got was that 2021 playoff run.
Yeah. Or
and
even
then that went to a stop because Kawhi didn't play. So then next year, he don't even play because of the shoulder shit.
Yeah.
Then this season, they both tail off in the end. When did Paul George tail off? Like, end of the season. I remember that shit.
That was like.
Towards the end of the season.
Yeah, towards the end of the season. Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, if he's healthy and he's available, and it doesn't
It's
make,
always that though.
you know what I'm saying, and it's proven that he can't stay healthy. He can't finish out a full season.
No, I think the Bucks might make the best sense only because I saw that Chris Middleton had he declined the offer or some shit like that.
He's
So,
crazy.
I mean, Chris might feel he can get paid elsewhere.
Yeah, go to the Wizards or something. Maybe.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, they loading up.
They loading up, so
Yeah.
they might give him the Brinks truck. Who knows? I mean, if clearly they committed to making Jordan.
Shit,
Poole
I can see him going to y'all.
Who, Chris Middleton?
He don't do
going
enough.
going to the Heat.
He doesn't do enough, I feel. And I feel like he needs to be.
Part of his problem is assertiveness too.
Yeah. So I feel like
Y'all
needs
might
to,
bring that out of him though. Never know.
I see
bro.
him going into a contender.
Oh yeah, for
I'm
sure.
here for it. I would love
feel
to
like
see
Chris,
it.
I feel like Chris Middleton has done enough to be like, hey,
Shit, he come to y'all.
I wouldn't be against that either.
I think he can fit over there.
Yeah. I feel like he's done enough to be like, hey, I won't play with a contender, and there shouldn't be no backlash to that.
I'm just trying to fit out as a starter because, of course, he's a starter. Where he could go.
I saw Kyle Kuzma possibly going to Dallas.
Okay.
Possibility.
It's a possibility.
Or the
for
Suns.
that. Or the Suns. Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know, man. I thought we would have saw more trading going on draft night, but I get it. It was more so about making sure all the teams wanted to make sure they get who they got. How y'all feel about Scoot going to Portland?
I didn't know there was controversy around that whole shit.
Yes, it was.
Of course, Victor, number one, without a doubt. I mean, the Spurs would have dropped the ball on it. That would have been the biggest story of all time, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But salute to Victor for doing his thing. Arguably the greatest prospect ever. But there was a lot of controversy around that. I thought it was a consensus that Brandon Miller was number 2, no?
No.
No, it wasn't?
I was seeing Scoot number 2 outright.
A lot of Hornets fans was pissed. I seen that.
Yeah. Them boys want to. A lot of teams want to Scoot, bro. A lot of teams want to Scoot.
The odds change, betting wise. They change out of nowhere. It just went from Buddy from Alabama going 2 to falling to 4 to Portland, and Scoot going 2, and
Well, Portland had 3.
3.
Houston had 4.
Yeah. So, and even a guy, a reporter came on to Pat McAfee's show and was like, so a lot of odds are changing right now, saying Scoop's going number 2 or whatnot. But honestly, I think the wow factor of who's going to be, the top guy at Charlotte, but also thinking this Jordan's last pick, this guy Scoop, he's dominant. And I know people from Charlotte who are Hornets fans. They were thinking. Scoop
I was seeing reaction videos. They wasn't feeling that pick.
Nah, a lot of Hornets fans want to Scoop because I mean, just based off what you see. Now, I'm not taking nothing from Miller. Now, Miller
He
like
get busy.
that. He get busy, but I just feel like
Cook, South Carolina.
But Scoot is a better player. Y'all
I feel like Scoot is the more he's
dominant.
He's dominant.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
a dog.
he got that.
He got that dog.
Whew.
He got that dog in him. Now
That
Brandon
boy-
do too. Now,
Yeah.
he's more finesse. Like I'm gonna get you buckets.
Yeah.
I feel like Scoot got that possibility of
you
dominating.
can build around him.
You can build around him. He can do both. He can do shit on both
Him
sides.
and Melo
of him.
would have been good.
Yeah, Scoot and Melo would have been good.
Yeah, they was tight behind
I feel
that
like
shit.
you put Brandon Miller with Melo, you're gonna get more offensive flair as opposed to
Facts.
Scoot. Scoot can impact both sides of the court.
100%.
Because Brandon Miller's like what 6'8", 6'9", something like that.
Something around there. But Scoop like 230. You know what I'm saying? He's a
big.
solid
He
nigga.
like 6'2", yeah,
Pause.
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna get with a dominant, I mean, you thinking Charlotte fans are still thinking of like what they had with Bridges and LaMelo.
They building up that front court.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? And that high flying, like they turned into like low-key a little Lob City. You know,
Yeah.
Melo can throw the ball from anywhere.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? And
So if you give him a Scoot, it's
Scoot-
like,
Scoot
and
can take that.
They bringing Bridges back this year.
one step, boom, hit that left, come to that right or right, left. I mean, you're talking 230 in the air, nigga. Get out the way.
A fast break with Scoot, Melo, and Miles Bridges coming off the wing. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I would have liked to see that. I'm gonna hold you,
That's crazy.
but
That shit is wild.
I'm happy with my pick though. We got the boy from UCLA. They was talking about
Right.
They was talking about. You know, there was talks about him coming to us, but I really didn't think we were going to pull the trigger. But yeah, we definitely did.
Right.
Who was the guy who fell like very, very far in the draft? They kept showing the nigga all night. I can't think of his name.
I don't know. I didn't really.
I know
This
who you
year's
talking
draft
about.
was kind of mid to me
I forgot
outside
that name.
Victor.
I know you talk about it though, but I forgot that name.
Yeah, you know, he sent out the tweet. Y'all gonna regret this.
Oh yeah, I did see the tweet. I don't know who that player
They
was.
all
though.
do that.
They
Yeah,
always
they all
say
do
that.
that,
Nigga, you got to show and prove.
Yeah, you gotta. It might be a reason why you dropped, brother.
But I'm interested to see what Houston has going on, and I don't know why my eyes are on Houston.
Well, they got Amin Thompson, right?
Yeah. And but also the coach that they have there, seeing your former coach Mo being there with those young pieces, John Wall coming back there, already with the young core that they have that they put together last year.
I think Ime could get them to buy.
I definitely see
Oh,
it.
for sure.
I see it.
For sure. I think they in good hands.
Yeah.
They in good hands.
I think he's like a player's coach, but he can.
He's relatable.
He's relatable, but he can also be a disciplinarian if
Yeah.
need to be.
I feel like he did it with us. Like you saw the balance. It was there. Like when it was time to discipline and get them focused, like it was there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nothing's gonna change in Houston. I always fuck with Ime as our coach. I feel like he's gonna do good things in Houston. So you know, especially with that young batch, he gonna get Jalen together. He gonna get them boys together. So you know, I think they gonna be a young team to watch out for too.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how all those guys play out in Houston, man.
I think we'll see. I think we'll see how these rosters really shape up come July 1st.
Oh, for sure.
July 1st, shit gonna go down. Of course, NBA free agency. Dame is content on staying in Portland, so that's done.
Leave us alone, Dame.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
That's done.
Drew, you accurately called Chris Paul going to the Warriors, bro.
100%.
I got a hot take.
What's up, bro?
I don't see Paul George or Kawhi Leonard starting on the Clippers this year.
Oh yeah, I think that's over with. I feel like just
It might not be too much of a hot take, but I think they kind of. If Paul George gets traded, Kawhi is on the way next.
You think they're gonna clear house?
What you gonna build around him? He can't be. He's not dependable.
Where does Kawhi Leonard go from here? Honest question.
And honestly, what can you get for him? They may be stuck in that contract.
That's what I'm saying. That they might have to try to build around that.
You
nigga.
can move PG to try to make up for the loss, somewhat of the loss.
You can get
quote
something,
unquote
yeah.
of not getting the championship that y'all wanted since 2019, but it's the reason why they talking about Paul George being on the move versus Kawhi. Kawhi ain't got no buyers, man.
He don't got a market right now.
He don't got no market, no trade
Paul
market.
George is the better play to
the
try
best
to
bet
get
to try to
something,
make
to
up,
salvage something.
Try to salvage something.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. So all right,
But they might be stuck with Kawhi contract.
I think they stuck with Kawhi, and it's like I said, where does he go from here?
Because what contender is taking Kawhi for one?
That's what I'm saying. Where does he go from here?
He's done.
Does he go to? Does he go to Milwaukee?
No, they don't want him.
Does he go to Denver?
They don't want him.
Does he go to the Knicks?
It's early to say this, but a contender would love to get Kawhi on a vet deal, but it's Kawhi Leonard. He's not going to be on no vet deal no time soon.
And he's not even going to
based off his play. Based off his play, it warrants a vet deal.
That's what I'm saying.
They're stuck with that contract.
I've been throwing in because I'm honestly at a loss, like, because if I'm a GM, bro, I'm trying to get rid of both them niggas, bro. I'm just being real with you.
Their business taking this. I got this arena coming. I need some type of names to be attractive, bro. Y'all LA, y'all have been down before. You can be down again.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you can just put the trust in your rookies to make a name for themselves.
I'm gonna be real with you.
It.
That's what I'm banking on, and
bank on them, bro.
What I can first
try to salvage your shit.
I'm banking on what I can get for either one of them, and I'm banking on the fact that yes, we've always been looked at as a little brother team anyway. Let's just try to build a new. Let's go into this arena fresh. Fuck it, fuck it, bro. So it's like it don't even matter now.
It don't matter.
That shit crazy though, man.
It's sad it had to be this way, but
I mean, that's how
that shit is 4 years, bro. Charge it to the game. 20, you blew the 3-1.
Blew 3-1.
2021, Kawhi fucked up his damn ACL. PG was dolo, so I mean the Suns got them out of there in 6. 2022, neither Kawhi don't even play the whole year. Then PG got hurt.
PG got hurt.
This year was supposed to be all right.
Up and down.
Niggas is back.
Up and down.
Niggas been up and down. Load management didn't do y'all nothing.
Didn't do nothing. It didn't mean nothing.
I think they need to dead that too though. All teams across all boards.
Because it don't do nothing.
They don't do nothing. It don't guarantee prevention from getting hurt. I'm sorry, it don't.
No, I don't.
What have you gotten out of this PG and Kawhi experiment?
Nothing. You blew a 3-1 in a bubble.
More merchandise purchases, maybe.
I ain't seeing a lot of.
Your owner wanted to go into the new stadium with a ring already.
Yeah, which would have looked good.
Would it look good?
Would have looked good hanging that rafter up, and hanging
in the news. That was the plan.
But
you're not telling me C. Ballmer's not fed up with them too. And I'm just talking from an injury standpoint. He's fed up.
From a business standpoint.
Now, if all that extra shit that was in that Twitter thread that was true, he's definitely fed up about Kawhi leaving at halftime.
Yeah,
Ty Lue was fed up with this.
Accommodations.
It's a lot of combination of things, bro.
You accommodated a lot for Kawhi. You ain't getting nothing in return.
I know Ty Lue don't like that shit. I know he don't.
I know Ty Lue don't like that shit, but
he wear that
as a coach. That's what I'm about to say, bro. As a coach, bro,
you gotta wear a lot of shit.
These coaches gotta wear a lot of shit that y'all don't be knowing about, bro. But it be clear to see sometimes, bro. Ty Lue tired of that shit, bro. He tired.
He
of
just want to coach a great.
He want to coach a great team. They had the assets
with available players,
but it's like, damn, bro. Like, and then it's fucked up because Ty Lue could have got fired, and it's just like, all right, I'm fired. You know what I'm saying? He got to wear that regardless. Same way with Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers got fired. That last series wasn't his fault. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been his fault, but he got fired because a combination that led up to that. Mm-hmm. So he got to wear that. It's like, that should be fucked up.
We'll see what comes of that.
But it go both ways sometimes, though. But the coaches wear a lot of shit, though. The coaches do wear a lot.
So another trade that went down. Drew got to get his props for this one. Chris Paul to the Warriors.
My nigga, he Nostradamus out here, bro.
Chris Paul to the Warriors for Jordan fucking Poole.
You said that, bro. I feel like this trade right here is more so is more so good that they weren't committed to giving him that bread, and it's just I feel like it kind of
they gave him the bread. He got paid.
I feel like they weren't committed to keeping that on the books. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. They weren't committed to keeping that on the books, and more so like it might be a possibility of a strained relationship there.
That's fucked up on Jordan Poole's end. He's worth way more than Chris Paul at 38 years old. I'm sorry.
That's why I say it got to be more than
how the fuck does Chris Paul fit on that team? I hate these. These media outlets be doing too much to try to hype up starting fives.
What's up?
Chris Paul, Steph, Klay Thompson, Draymond, and who else?
And Looney.
It was somebody else.
First
in that
off,
five.
y'all niggas is wrong if y'all think Chris Paul's starting this. Do y'all think you think he's starting?
I mean, because a lot of people look at Steph as a two. A lot of people
That's
do,
true.
but I don't see him as a two.
That's true.
But you putting Klay at the three, going small.
I'm not putting Klay at the 3.
That starting five don't move me.
If anything,
First of all, that three don't. That Chris Paul, Steph, and Klay shit. That shit don't scare nobody.
it don't scare nobody. But if you got Chris, all right, even if you got Chris Paul starting, Klay cannot be starting. Klay got to run the second unit. Kuminga or Moody got to start at 3.
Oh, Wiggins was the other. Wiggins. So
Oh,
it was
Wiggins.
Chris
Okay,
Paul.
okay,
It was
okay.
Chris Paul, Steph, Klay, Draymond, Wiggins. Dre at the 5.
Nah. Mm-mm. That ain't doing it.
And that's if Dre come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who's to say he won't hop his ass over to Phoenix?
That's a possibility. I saw Lakers too.
What if Draymond, Kuz, and Bruce Brown go to the Suns?
That'd be crazy. Now that's a team.
They still got to fill out that roster. That's why I keep telling people, y'all got to wait to see how they fill out this roster.
And I think that go more to what you were saying last week. Niggas do want to play with KD. So you trying to tell me if Dre reunite with KD after y'all been trying to say they had beef?
There's only 2 teams I see Draymond going to if he don't re-sign with the Warriors. That's LA and Phoenix.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I don't see Dre going nowhere else.
If Bruce Brown leave Denver, he may go to Denver. May. I can see Draymond fitting in Denver.
Dre and Joker.
Yeah, for sure. He might not start, but I could definitely. He not starting over AG, but definitely be a role. He could definitely be a role guy. For
You don't think Draymond start?
Fuck no. In Denver over. Nah, that's gonna fuck up their chemistry in that starting 5.
I don't know though. I don't know, bro.
Because you got Jamal Murray, KCP,
You got another
MPJ,
you got another
AG, and Joker.
You got another certified
Who's he starting over in that 5?
AG? Because you got to think. You got another. Hear me out. You got another person.
AG is better.
You got another person that you still can run an offense through. He's a better ball handler than AG, and it's just like, why not?
AG is going to provide you more scoring. Plus, he's getting better defensively.
I feel like he's getting better offensively than.
His range is extended as far as the 3 ball. AG is knocking down threes more. I mean, we'll see though. But Chris Paul is not scaring me on the Warriors. I'm sorry.
No.
Drew, what you think about the trade? Since you called it,
I like it. Honestly, I like it because I feel like Chris Paul longevity to make a full season, he has that possibility now. So I'm here for it. I want to see him win. I have no. I mean, he went to Wake Forest, and I still have no smoke with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things, man. Like, I want to see the nigga win.
Right.
I want to see him get a chance at a true opportunity to get a ring. And damn, I would hate to see them boys get another ring. But if it's on the strength of Chris Paul has a very good season and a healthy season, I'm here for it.
His biggest hurdle is just staying healthy in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like with Golden State, I mean, they're gonna be fine regular season. They're gonna make the playoffs.
The thing about the Warriors, though, they don't mind. They placing throughout the season.
Yeah.
As long as they get to the playoffs, it don't matter.
Yeah.
So
and then being in the West and having to face Denver, it's just an interesting move to go get Chris Paul because we're clearly in a big man's league again, especially with the number 1 pick being in the West now. You guys went to go get a big man. I see the play there. Not mad at that. And I'm interested to see if Dwight makes his way back to the United States and playing in the league.
I said this when I saw KD first go to the Suns. I said no. When I first saw Frank Vogel go to the Suns, I said Frank should be on the phone to get Dwight Howard, bro.
Yeah.
He should.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's just a big presence. Jokic is just a monster. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to have a big presence in order to stop all that rebounding, stop all the quick putbacks and all that stuff. Keep the big man out there.
You gotta have a nigga like Joker thinking twice.
100% of coming in that hole.
Whether he really is or not, just a possibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the option of Murray and his play of being able to back down anybody one on one,
and the fact that Murray he's a microwave.
100%.
He can get hot quick.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like it is what it is, man. What I was about to say, man. Y'all go ahead.
I like the move. I called the move. And I like it, man. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? I hope he has a good season. I hope, I want to see the guy win, man. But it also, I feel like it really plays a part on Draymond. What the fuck Draymond does. Because without Draymond there as a piece, it's a little different. It's because there's nobody who has a dog mentality to get those niggas hyped.
There's no enforcer there.
Yeah. Looney, but we don't really see Looney in that aspect.
I think Andrew Wiggins would have to step up more.
All them dudes' energy go off.
Really him.
All them dudes, they enforcer energy comes from Draymond.
I think he'll re-sign on some lower money.
Yeah. And I feel like they will. I mean, they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it work. Steve Kerr's gonna make it work.
We'll see. We'll definitely see how this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty more trades that happen.
That's what I'm about to say.
Free agency starts July 1st. Of course, I've been seeing the Zach LaVine trade rumors. I think it's all bait. I don't think they move off him. If they do, I think it's stupid. If you're gonna trade one of the two, you trade DeRozan.
Yeah,
obviously because he's older. But Pat Bear tweeted it. He was like, "Man, run it back. Team is tough. Run it back." They announced that Lonzo Ball's not gonna play this year, which I already knew. I don't know why they announced that.
Y'all still got Pat, right?
No, he'll be a free agent, I think.
Oh, all right.
Depending on his contract. I don't know if it was the last year's contract because we picked him up.
Yeah,
he'll be a free agent. He'll be a free agent. We'll see. And if Zach is traded, I want a haul.
Y'all trading Vucic's?
Nah, they trying to. It's looking like he'll resign.
All right.
It's looking like he'll resign, which I'm not against. I like Vooch. I think he provides a lot for a big man that we don't see a lot of in this league. He's a big man that can get 16 and 10, can shoot from 3. Great rebounder. His rebounding has been a lot better. I mean, him and Sabonis was top of the league in rebounding. Vooch just has to be more consistent. But I feel like he is valuable. Assert himself too. I do feel like he is valuable. I do feel like Vooch is valuable. He just has to be more consistent. It's rare to get a big man who can shoot. It's rare in this league. You don't get a lot of those. So I think you keep him. And with Zach and DeMar, I think I always go back to that first year we had with all three of them, man. All four of them. Lonzo, I mean, he's important. We just need a guard, man. We have been hit with this guard bug, bruh. We cannot beat that shit. We need a guard who's going to run the fucking floor, man, and like really score, facilitate. That's what I need. Caruso, he's cool, but he's not filling that role. You know what I'm saying?
That just go to show you how important point guards and centers are in the league. Like everything else fills
you can get
out.
to and like I said, you get to a finals manageable at PG. Y'all have done it. But I've seen some Celtics fans be like, bro, we really need like a general at PG, bro. Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded getting Chris Paul if we got him for cheap.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have looked good.
I wouldn't have minded that.
Me too. Yeah. Honestly.
But the Bulls got to beat this PG bug, man. We got to beat this point guard bug. We got to beat it. Niggas talking about Zach LaVine like he's some, like, bro, this is a nigga who's a walk-in bucket on 50, 40, 90, bro. Damn near. You're not finding too many guards who can shoot 40% from, damn near 40% from 3, can get anything under the 2s. Like, that's not something that can just be discounted, bro. And that goes into our next conversation with KD. So KD was in Spaces. And
shout out to KD who hopped into space, bro.
KD gonna do Spaces regardless. That's him. That's his MO.
Yeah.
He's done Spaces before, so I'm gonna go to the clip. Well, I'm gonna play Dog first clip for how this whole shit even started. Mm-hmm. So let me see if I find it. What did you think about him even going in there off rip though? While I'm looking for this,
it go to what you say. Like that's his MO. You know what I'm saying? He's always spoken up for himself on Twitter. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I feel like KD. I feel like people use the shit he do on the internet to try to discount KD. But I honestly feel like KD cares that much about basketball to where he's going to meet you where you at. And niggas on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, it is what it is.
I got the video that sparked him coming up in the space. So I'm going to play it real quick.
The way y'all talk about KD KD sometimes just be blowing me away. I just don't get it. That man, KD, can go out there, shoot 22% from three. He can get locked up by Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown. But for whatever reason, he's still top 5. He's the benefit of the doubt every single year. You're expecting AD to be the best defender and a 25-point per game scorer in the postseason. KD can go out there and just do whatever he want to do offensively. Drop shooting-wise, put no rim pressure, be a slouch defensively, give you no playmaking, just post up players and can't hit shots. And for whatever reason, that's fine. He can be top 5. But my expectation of Luka Doncic has got to be, he got to be one of the best offensive players and elite level defender. Kevin Durant ain't never asked to do that. The way y'all talk about KD sometimes.
So let me play.
Bro was kind of trying to go off in it, Drew.
Let me play.
Just think how y'all even look at the game as whack.
I heard this live, by the way.
You factor in team success when you talking about players. I just think how y'all consume the game is trash. Like, are you good or not?
I agree.
I mean, some things could be that simple. Are you just good or not? I mean, a lot of people have seen it for a long time, brother. And it's okay. These lists don't really mean nothing anyway. So why you getting so upset about them? I just think how y'all even look at the game.
And it was more to it, but
it was a lot more to it.
I was actually in the space hearing it live, and all I'm gonna say, man, listen, KD, utter my sentiments. I say this shit all the time, man. Y'all put a lot of stock. First of all, Lowe contradicted himself talking about this postseason shit because you got Luka in your top 5. When Lowe listed his top 5, it was Joker, Embiid, Steph, Giannis, and Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Luka didn't make the playoffs.
Luka didn't even make the play-in.
So off rip, you contradicted yourself, and he's been able to escape a lot of criticism too.
This is coming out Western Conference Finals last year.
You can have that drop off like that. That's my thing. Like, you a top 5 player and you have a drop off like that from just being in the conference finals to not making the playoffs. But we sitting up here debating if KD top 5 because of his back-to-back playoff exits. Yeah, they've been bad, but at the end of the day, you can't say with a straight face KD's not a top 5 player. Now, also KD said, I'm not mad at not being in your top 5. It's a lot of great players in this league. I say this also. Even when we rank certain positions, see, when people hear numbers, they automatically think if somebody's 6, somebody 5, that means the person at 5 is so much better than the person at 6. No, nigga, I got 8 great niggas, but I gotta place them 1 through 5. Mm-hmm. The same thing can be said about basketball. There's probably about 8 niggas right now in basketball that can be top 5, but to like scoff at KD being top 5 is disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
You can flip-flop 8 people in the top 5 right now in the NBA. And that's my point with y'all niggas when we talk about this shit. It's like at the end of the day, bro, are you good or are you not? Then when you talk about are you elite or not, like a lot of these niggas are elite. But when y'all talk about this playoff shit, y'all pick and choose. Well, if you base your top 5 of playoff, say that. Mm-hmm. But stand on that also. Don't pick and choose when you want to say somebody top 5 because y'all want to highlight the playoff shit. It's more than just the playoffs, and I get it. In the playoffs, the stakes are higher. You playing for a ring. Those are the moments that define great. But KD is top 5, whether you like it or not. And a lot of these shit are subjective. That's why I don't debate favorites. Now, there's a lot of conversations that need to be had where tape applies and stats apply. But if you telling me, well, my top 5 is that it's preference. A lot of this shit is preference based at the end of the day. That's why a lot of that shit don't even make sense. But the scoff at the idea of KD being top 5, yet you got Luka in your top 5, you're contradicting yourself.
Let me interject real quick.
Yeah,
when did this notion of KD not being good in the playoffs start? Like the last 2 seasons, basically?
The sweep and then this year.
All right, like I can't really do that because I've seen KD be great in the playoffs for a long time before that.
First of all, KD was playing the best basketball in the playoffs this year before they got knocked out. That's a fact. He was playing great fucking basketball. Now, people can say in the moments in the Denver series, before that, KD was playing that Clipper series, he was playing some of his best basketball.
Yeah.
And I've always said, even his next years, KD has been playing some of his best basketball, period, since he came back from the Achilles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he was killing.
KD was damn near shooting 60% from the floor.
Yeah.
KD was shooting 56% from the floor at a stretch. I think that was last year before he got hurt with the Nets.
So you telling me Luka getting to the Western Conference one year and not even making the playoffs the next year hold that much weight that he's still top 5 over KD, and you scoffing at KD being top 5. I'm speaking to what this dude was saying in the.
Mind you, now his foundation was playoffs.
Yeah, that's
let's make sure we're being clear here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So, that nigga didn't make the playoffs this year. KD been to the playoffs last 2 years. Now he didn't go to Western Conference Finals like Luka did, but I feel like.
And let's be real, who went out worse, KD or Joel Embiid?
Embiid for sure.
And I'm not saying Joel shouldn't be top 5. I'm not saying that. But if your foundation is you play off this, playoff, bro, stand on that shit, bro.
If your foundation is, if your arguing ground is gonna be playoff, then everything that come with that, you gotta put that into consideration.
You can't have Luka in your top 5.
He ain't make the playoffs this year, so how is he top 5? Embiid didn't even drop 20 points in a game 7 to get to the finals.
And I'm specifically speaking to his standard. Like I said on Twitter, I had a series of, I don't give a fuck what your standard is. Stand firm on your shit. Because I know who, based on whatever your standard is, I know who to talk basketball with and who not to. But if you have a standard, stick to your fucking standard. That goes to show how I don't, some niggas just be talking. Now you're just talking because you just don't want to have KD in your top 5 because you don't like him. That's what it is. This ain't got nothing to do with basketball because your criteria don't even make sense. If you got Luka in there,
that's a fact.
and let's not act like he's been doing some crazy outlandish shit in the play. Yeah, Luka has been doing this thing, but essentially y'all have not been holding him accountable like you do to other people. That'd be my main thing. Ho had the same energy. When I had these arguments, my shit be asking niggas questions. That's why niggas don't like to talk basketball with me, because I'm going to ask y'all questions that's going to make you sit back and be like, damn, that shit really don't make sense because I don't apply that to the other person. And then that's when you start to get the headbutts because niggas, not my nigga, you contradicting yourself. I don't give a fuck who in y'all top 5. I never care who in y'all top 5. But when you tell me the reasoning for your top 5, and then I'll be like, well, why such and such ain't there? Then that's when you get the back and forth. So I'm talking about in terms of me. But just remain consistent, dog. That's it. It's about 8 niggas that's probably warranted to be top 5. But the scoff at the idea of KD being top 5, my nigga, that's crazy, bro. And shout out to Low. I done been in spaces with Low. He does know basketball. I'm not going to get on him about, his weight and all that other shit. I don't care about that shit. It's cool to make jokes about that because, people are going to get into these are the niggas. No, Low does know basketball. But that right there don't even make sense.
No, it don't make sense. Luka can't hold that much weight. Luka cannot hold that much weight, bro, for a nigga that didn't make the playoffs.
But I think we're getting to a time now where niggas love to see KD fail for real, for real. Because he ain't the only one that say KD ain't top 5 no more.
No, KD.
That has been a running theme.
I'm going to be real. KD been getting a lot of hate for like the last 3 seasons now.
But here's the thing, though. It's all because he has not, quote unquote, done it with his team. Let it go. Like I told Ralph the other day in the tweet, bro. What happened was, what happened if Steph wasn't there? I don't do hypotheticals. What happened was they won when he was there, and then 19, they lost without him. 16, they lost. 17 and 18, they won. That's what happened. Fuck the hypotheticals.
They won a clear cut with KD. And KD was, but my thing is this: who's the best players on the Warriors when KD was there? I just want to know before y'all even do this other shit. Who was the best player on the Warriors when KD was there?
But KD is right, bro. Like the way some of these niggas consume basketball, like it's layers to this shit too. It's layers to this shit too. Like even with the Cade Cunningham
I was about
tweet.
to bring that up, bro.
Oh, I'm done. What you mean you done? The nigga growing his fucking hair out, bro.
He been had his hair like that though. They talk about his beard and shit.
Okay, so what?
What does that?
So that's actually Photoshop.
That was Photoshop. Yes. And niggas with this whole he lost his aura.
That's
y'all
Photoshop.
niggas,
Yo, I thought I saw
like
him
that.
in a conference talking to some people when he had the beard.
They showed the same picture in the comments off of that tweet, and it was like, yeah, this is definitely Photoshop.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he don't have a beard.
No. He got like a goatee and shit. But
yeah, because he been kind of had that, but
yeah, I mean, even if you look at the picture after, like you can kind of see like
when I look at him, like
yeah,
I don't
it
know,
look kind of fluky.
My thing is this, Drew. My thing is this. It's weird. It's just it's lame. It's weird because niggas with the whole this ties into the Anthony Edwards comments that we made.
Oh man.
Oh, he lost his aura. he lost his aura and all this. So y'all mean to tell me if he was clean shaven, he ain't playing fair?
That would sound like to me.
They in the comments calling him a bust. This about to be year 2 for Kane. he was hurt. He was hurt rookie
He was
year.
hurt, bro. Like he got hurt during this rookie
I
year.
feel like the Pistons in general are gonna make a stride this year, just being that they got a good coach now.
That makes somewhat of a buzz, but the way I always say it, man. Football talk is way better than basketball talk. Way better.
I gotta agree.
Way better.
I gotta agree.
It don't stoop to these levels because these niggas attach themselves to these players because it's less people on the court, and then one player is more accustomed to taking over a game versus football.
I think it's weird how NBA Twitter niggas make certain players like their personality trait. I think that shit is very weird.
They make Jason Tatum a personality trait.
That shit is very weird to me.
On hating and revering side, both sides.
It's
weird,
that
bro.
Shit weird as fuck. Like NFL talk, football talk in general. Even if I count college football, way more nuanced, way more
facts,
way more just better in general, man.
Bro, listen,
it be grown men making these comments and shit too,
Katie
bro.
wasn't even really going off in the space. He was talking very monotone, like he was having a real conversation.
He got his points across.
And I'm glad that he kept reiterating his point about it's not about me not being in your top 5, but it's like the reasonings.
It don't.
And then they say, "Oh, Katie could go out there and shoot 22% from 3, no post up." Katie is a great playmaker. Actually, his playmaking has been a lot better in his next years. Y'all don't pay attention to that shit. I've been saying that. Katie's playmaking is highly underrated. And let's not act like the last time, like, bro, like, he's had one of his greatest playoff performances, even in a loss, but his foot was on the line. Then the game 5 he played all 48 minutes, dropped damn near 50 points. The game 7 was great too, but he just lost.
My thing is, a nigga play 48 minutes. What else do you want from me? Almost give you 50 points. What else do you want from them, man?
They put a lot of stock into KD's last 2 years, and I don't get it. When y'all don't even get on the Slovenian. How you go from Western Conference Finals when I ain't making the playoffs with an addition to Kyrie Irving? How does that happen?
He escapes a lot of criticism.
He does, but y'all put him top 5 though.
I don't be understanding
because since his rookie year,
I've been asking niggas straight up, how is he so much better than Tatum? I'm gonna always go back to Tatum because he's on my team. So I be asking,
and that has been a comparison, yeah.
And it's been a comparison. So I be like, bruh, if we've been to the finals, Eastern Conference Finals, if Tatum was to just not make the playoffs the next 2 years. You think you gonna get the same type of leeway that Luka get?
Bro, here's the thing, and this goes, but hell no, he wouldn't.
That's all I'm saying. You think you get the same type of leeway?
No, he wouldn't. And here's the thing, like I said, it's probably about 8 niggas that could be top 5. I think I got Luka top 5. I do, but at the same time too, I'm gonna hold him to the same accountability as the others in the top 5.
If he gonna be top 5, he gonna be top 5. He needs to be. You got to be able to throw him to the fire just like anybody else. Bro.
And that's if I'm subscribing to the accountability, then y'all either need to stand on it or dub it, and just say these niggas is either good or they bad. Because when you dub top 5, what it come with? Expectations.
It come with top 5 niggas come with expectations, bro. That's just what it comes down to. So a nigga can't be top 5. He get to game 7 to get to the next round, and he's shitty in the game, and he top 3. I'm talking about Embiid. You can't be top 5. You were just Western Conference Finals last year. You don't even make the play-in tournament this year.
Yeah, if that's your standard playoffs, you can't have him top 5 no more.
Now
for me, Luka Doncic for me is still a top 5 player. Did he not? Is that bad on his resume for not making the playoffs after making Western Conference? Yes.
Yes, that matters.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna sit up here and say he ain't no dog. Still, Luka's a fucking dog.
I still expect him to get to the.
But I still expect him to make the playoffs, bro. So no, I'm not gonna get on KD. I'm not even getting on Luka that much, and I can. But I would have to be doing the same thing for KD. But both of them are still dogs, bro. That's the thing. Like, so when we go into the season and they put together a great team, the expectations are going to be high for the Suns. Yes.
Yeah, that's granted.
Luka Doncic is top 5. Some of that got to come too, my nigga.
It's going to be an interesting offseason because this is kind of a pivotal moment for Luka. It's pivotal for Luka. Definitely pivotal for KD. I'm not really. not really going to kill KD because it's like you say, I've seen KD. He's elevated as a playmaker. He's
scoring at an elite
scored,
level
that's
still, bro. We talking about 50 over 55% shooting from the floor. Who's doing that?
From anywhere on the court.
You see what I'm saying? Like, who's doing that?
From anywhere on the court, though. That's my thing. From anywhere on the court.
Almost 40% from three? My nigga, you can't ask for nothing more.
You can't.
You got somebody shooting 50-something% from twos? From anywhere on the floor, like you said? Anywhere on the floor?
Anywhere.
That says a lot, bro. That says a lot. Drew, you about to say something?
I don't know, man. Yeah, see how these teams fill out, man, when this shit really jump off. So yeah,
man.
So. I'm glad Katie hopped in that space though, because it'd be.
I had no problem with it. Yeah,
it'd be. Yeah.
Lloyd Banks was in the cut listening to that shit too.
Oh, that's fine.
I see that shit because KD got 22 million followers.
Yeah.
So they see people KD in the space. Oh, let me hop up in there. So yeah, it was cool discourse though. So you got anything else, man? Before we get up out of here, anything we got to mention?
Did that African American History Museum open up this weekend?
Yeah, it did. Happened yesterday.
Yeah,
okay, that's fire, man.
You
Shout
see
out
all
to
these
that.
Charlemagne posts?
Yeah, he hosted it. He hosted it.
Yeah, I seen a couple of people go out there. I was gonna pull up, but I woke up way too late and I had some shit to do.
I didn't know if it was this weekend or next weekend.
It was like from 10 to 2, I think.
Yeah, it was a quick ceremony, but I mean, shit. Shout out to that. I'm definitely going.
Where's it at exactly?
It's in a city somewhere.
It's like on the. They built it by the water somewhere.
I thought they built it by the water.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere. It's by the water though.
Definitely got to go down there.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out eventually.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably madness right now.
Oh yeah, I like the hype.
Yeah, it's
now.
madness right now.
I think I'll probably
gotta wait till the dust settles.
probably end up checking it out August.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out when the kids go back to school.
Yeah, August and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna be up in there. I need to see what's represented and whatnot. That's probably my main takeaway because I was waiting on it to open, so they finally cut the tape on it. So
Yeah, man. Big ups to them, man. Big
Yeah.
ups to everybody who was a part of that. Been some beautiful shit this month, man. Honestly.
Yeah, man,
Around
for sure.
Charleston for the culture.
I still been thinking about that Juneteenth festival. That was beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie to you. It was a lot of black people out there doing their thing, man.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful thing, and it was just put together good. Security was out there, so it wasn't no craziness going on. It was just a well put together event. Then we coming into this, good shit going on around here,
Yeah,
man, for sure.
So we're halfway through this is the last Sunday through June, and this is, breaks it. Yeah, we into July next week.
I feel like July might get me this year. It's like, Mike, you've been saying we've been slow for years now. We gonna be fast on your ass this year, nigga.
So let me ask y'all, what's y'all's biggest takeaway since we're halfway through the year?
Biggest takeaway
From the year so far? Mm-hmm. Like I said at the beginning of the pod, the growth of the pod, audience-wise, I'm very proud of that. Like, I'm going to always hold that high, personally.
Yeah,
Like,
I
very
hold
proud
that
of
high, and I just know that just going forward, like as far as like just what I want to do going forward, like just got to go hard with it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I seen it firsthand. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like
I've been having personal moments with myself as regards to the podcast, just thinking wise, and the reason why I hold it so high is because you kind of get into that moment where it's like, damn, like when is the growth gonna come? You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we have a core audience, but my goal is always for this to reach as many people as possible. But seeing it grow and seeing it reach the people while we're doing what we're doing, that's
Right.
what stands out to me.
Yeah.
We've been consistent on our format, not being on no goofy shit, not, putting out clips for viral moments. And steadily but surely, the growth is coming, but it's coming at its pace for a reason. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm very proud of that, because I know at the end of the day, bro, people are tapping in, they listening, but it's reaching more and more people. It might not be at the rate that I wanted to, but it's coming.
Yeah.
And it's growing, and I'm not sacrificing integrity. I'm not sacrificing morals. Our format is working. Like, it's working, and it's we haven't sacrificed that, so nobody can tell me nothing as regards to what we do and how we do this shit.
Yeah.
I'm big on the integrity part, just because it's like I said, like my mom listens to the pod, like you know what I'm saying, like my daughter be seeing it sometimes, when she get to see it, and it's like I don't want neither one of them boy to be like, bro, why are you talking about that on there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause certain, like we talk about all the time, like certain, like just
Shit, we see it on Reels.
just the topics that people try to engage in for engagement and content. It'd be like, bro, like
It's cringy.
it'd be cringy as hell. I never want to be looked at as that guy. So to say that, like, you know, I'm doing it, you know, on my terms, so to say, because we all can talk about whatever we want to talk about. It's just, are you willing to deal with the conversation that come with that? I never want to be like, hey man, like, why are you talking about that type of shit on there? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I always want to be remembered on the right side of things.
Yeah.
And I know you always gonna be either gonna be a hero or villain with a lot of people. You can't control that. But it's like, you know, I know, like, if I got a higher percentage of being a hero to a lot of people, then that'll mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Hell yeah. A good takeaway so far this year, man.
Yeah.
Then my biggest takeaway is it's okay to be different, and it's okay to be, you know, go about business a different route.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know your business routines. You know what moves you and what doesn't move you. You know what you like. If it's exciting to be a part of something, and it's I can do without.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's been my biggest thing in, you know, running my own production company. Is I don't want to do the same shit as everybody else. I don't want to be viewed as, oh, let's call Drew for this, knowing damn well he's not pulling up because it doesn't match me. You know what I mean? Like if it doesn't,
they know to call you for certain things, and you know, that's what we're speaking to. Like, you listen to us, you're not gonna get us talking about the goofy shit, like just to get viewers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes when you get shit like that, it's like, are they? I want to make sure I say it the right way. Are they watching you or are they spectating you?
right.
I think it's a big difference when it comes to shit like that, because
100%.
I feel like when niggas spectating you, they watching you they just watching you for the bullshit. It's not for a true engagement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm only watching things because I know they asking off the wall.
Some people just watch it for the viral clips. They're not even tapping into the episode.
Like,
They know, oh shit, I know they're gonna post some wild clips today.
Yeah.
They'll probably don't want to tap on the full episode.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like it don't really be a genuine engagement, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I look for.
Yeah. And I mean, I've stepped into some shoes that I never thought a year ago I would probably step into. I didn't see myself shooting promotional videos for politicians. I didn't see myself working behind the scenes or doing recap videos.
Yeah.
I didn't see none of this last year. But one thing about me is I'm going to try. You know?
Right.
I'm going to at least get my feet wet to attempt to say, hey, I did this. You know what I mean? So if anything or anybody calls me for an opportunity, I'm going to take the opportunity if it moves me in that manner. If it doesn't move me, or if I got some doubts about it, I want to always give my 110%, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? Like if I'm walking down the street, I'm gonna walk with confidence because I know what the fuck I got going on. You know, I'm gonna believe in myself, and I'm gonna continue to believe in myself. But my biggest takeaways, honestly, this year is just continue to be consistent, like you guys said, but also do the good work, working with good people, and building good relationships, but not also on some goofy type time or cringy type times of using platforms for
just
women
doing shit
or
to do it.
You know, like just
You gotta move with intention, man.
yeah,
You gotta move with
100%.
intention, man.
And I feel like all my intentions have been pure. So, you know, appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me, you know, and calling me for, you know, opportunities or if,
it's a
even
grind.
it's everything, man. And even this platform every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a long week, but we start this week off chopping it up every single week, you know. So
For sure.
I always be forgetting low key Sunday the start of the week. I always feel like Monday's the start of the week. No, it's Sunday. Sunday is the start of the week.
Sunday start of the week. So,
But I feel like all of us were placed in this position for a reason, man. I think, you know, ultimately it's on us for us to put in the work and get it done. But I honestly feel like the man upstairs got plans for us, man. Like, it's the reason why we've been together for almost 7 years.
yeah,
Like, we all have the same vision, you know. We all on the path. Like, things could have gotten away to, you know, kind of break up this trio, man. But, you know, I think, man, I think great things on the horizon, man. Can't say exactly when, like I always say, but, I mean, the work is going to speak for itself, man.
yeah, for sure.
And I one thing I have also appreciated this year is the nose. I have appreciated the nose. don't like hearing them, but the Nose don't never stop me from coming in here every Sunday and still putting out a show. So the Nose build up the, it just, it's the fuel. I mean, it's not the main fuel. My fuel is the love. But the Nose just make me, put my head down and just keep going. You know what I'm saying? We made adjustments. We made sacrifices. And all in all, man, when you make the sacrifices and you put the work in, man, it'll work out in the end.
It definitely will. Yeah. And I appreciate y'all boy for being consistent and, wanting to do work. I mean, this is all it's about. You know what I mean? Y'all seen many a podcasts that come and go, even throughout Charleston, and being able to have a platform for people to come, such as Deke, such as Marcus when he comes in, or if Reggie comes in, or anybody comes in, you know what I mean? Like, this is a safe place for people to really come chop it up and get some shit off that if they have, to really need to get some shit off. But also, the love from the views, the shares, the comments, the tweets, the everything, man. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody, bro. Big up.
For sure.
Always.
For sure, man. So we're going to leave like that on a good note, man. So, if you're listening to us like you always been, shout out to you. But if you're listening to it and you always feel some type of way about it, you got to get something to get off your chest, always remember.
We're just some messengers.
And we out.